Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful time zone, wherever it may be. Uh, yeah, we're gonna be doing Siege Wings quest today because I have been wanting to do this quest for so long, and it's about time that I actually get to doing it. Uh, of course, I forgot to do. I didn't have time to do our daily quests beforehand. Uh, so we're gonna do those first, and then we're gonna go straight into uh Siege Wing's story quest, and then we'll see how I feel from there because I might feel like building her. I might feel like actually like I don't know, let's like going to fight some boss fights and like doing things. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I do have a couple things to do today as well, so I need to keep that in mind. But yeah, other than that, I'm excited. I'm excited. I might keep the music playing just a little bit, but I also might keep the music on in game. Let me know if it gets a little overwhelming. I might turn it down for my sake if it gets too overwhelming, but like, yeah. Uh, I also might go open the door to let the other two cats down. We're trying to get Paige used to the other cats because she's a cranky old lady and she doesn't like the other cats. But yeah, yeah, that's the plan for today. We go and we hang out with the gata, or we go and we do things in Genshin. And I do know about the video game strike. Well, I'll actually talk about that while we play Genshin. Uh, I'm actually gonna turn the music off. The other side, Gemini. Oh no, see my. I'll turn the music off for Genshin right now, so that we don't have to worry about it later. And transition. There we go. It's like it was waiting for me to say it. Okay, so let's go do these. Uh, oh, you probably want the game audio. There you go. I do know about the video game stuff. Like the video game strike right now that's going on. And I do know that Genshin is a part of it. I do know that Genshin is a part of the video, one of the games that needs part of the video game strike stuff. And I am in a big debate right now. I am a big turmoil right now whether or not I stop playing Genshin for while the strike is happening, or if I keep playing Genshin but still support, because I support the strike. I do think that voice actors need to be compensated if their voices are going to be used for AI or are going to need to be, or they do need to have like better contracts for AI shit. The problem is my ADHD. Like do I save Genshin, and because this would be all Hoyoverse games as well, by the way. Like I wouldn't be playing any Hoyoverse games, so that's including Honkai, which I have been debating on playing for a while. This includes Zen Zenless Zone, so like all of that. I need to go look at the companies that they're striking currently at the moment. But I do agree with the reason why the strike is going on, and I do want to support it. ADHD brain is like, but Genshin though. And I hate that it's like that. That it's not as easy as just me putting it down. I wish it was as simple as just me putting it down. I mean, it probably is. I probably should. I just want to do the Siege Wing quest. That is it. Because then, as soon as the Siege Wing quest is done, which was my main goal to begin with before finding out, as soon as that happens, we can set this down and we can play something else for a while, because it's probably about time I play something else for a while. People are probably sick of me only playing Genshin, despite there being other Genshin streamers. that have been playing this a lot longer than I have.
Ninjutsu! Almost dodged that.
Ah! Come on. Set me free.
Gotta dash.
Gotta dash! Or kiss of death from the pomegranate lips. Pomegranate lips.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, I wondered what this was. This is Blue Exorcist, okay. But yeah, I'm in a big debate right now whether or not. So, I need to do research on what other games I can play. Or like look at Sayu's list, because I know that Sayu, the voice of Sino, who is also part of the union that is asking for that is doing strike stuff, has made a list of games that he's going to play. So I'm debating on just looking at that list and stealing it. Well, I guess not stealing it, just borrowing it so I have an idea of what I'm doing. I will link the video, cause I know that Risley's voice actor, I can't remember all these guys' names. There's too many voice actors and my brain is just not able to keep them all in the same category, unfortunately. But I know that Risley's voice actor actually made a really good video explaining what the strike is about and why they're striking. And I would highly, highly recommend going to check it out. Actually, here, before anything, let me actually put that into put the link into the chat. Video game strike 2024. Joe is his name. Share, copy. Yeah, I know that Risley's voice actor, Joe, he actually made a really, really good video explaining it, and I would highly recommend you checking it out. The video game strike. So go check this out. I'll actually pin it as well. Yeah. I'll keep it there for 20 minutes. I would highly recommend going to check it out. Go check out that video. It's really good.
Love it when the weather's like this. Just makes you...
It explains a lot and helps. Well, it helped me understand what was going on and why the strike was going on, so I'd highly recommend checking it out. Okay. I have to... Okay. My brain is everywhere today. Meds are slowly kicking in. Don't worry about it. Here's a question to anyone who might be in chat or anyone who might be listening. How the fuck do I make it so then this guy, none of his stuff gets... None of his stuff gets... None of it gets damaged. Because I've been doing this quest, and I've tried doing this quest. But it's never me that wrecks the shit. I try so hard. I don't touch anything. I like make sure to lure them out, but somehow the hilly trolls keep breaking the fucking shit, and I don't know what to do. They keep breaking the crates no matter how hard I try. And I feel like I'm losing my mind somewhat just from trying to do. Just like from straight up trying to do this. I am.
Make my escape.
Make my escape. I might just be insane. It might just be me. Yeah, cause see, like look how many. Ah, shit! Over here, over here, over here. Come over here, come over here, come over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Over here, over here. Cause I can get them. I can get them over. I can get them over, right? What just happened? They all. What just happened? What just happened? What?
Faster.
Is it because I was able to lure them all away? Is that what happened? Also, this is making me think of, well, this is ReZero. This is a ReZero cover, so now I'm just thinking of ReZero, and now I'm excited for season 3, which is coming out here soon. I have so many theories of ReZero. Like, it is insane. Of course. Not bad, not bad. Not a box damage either. You know what you're doing. Okay, so it is possible. It is in fact possible to actually do it without... It is possible to actually do it without fucking hurting a box. I just have to be smart on how I do it. And I completely... Despite me completely doing that one by accident. Oh, God. Yeah, we're gonna lose you.
Easy to hide in weather like this. There's this ninjutsu technique called Coco Snow. You can pretty much make yourself invisible. All
Coco
other
Snow.
people see when they look at you is the snowflakes dancing. Nice and spicy. Eat this!
Where am I going? What am I doing? Wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm going down. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. It's Miku! Oh, no, it's Miku! Hi, Miku! Miku.
Almost
Fuck!
away.
Do Miku.
Orders ready. Orders received.
I'm in your Wi-Fi. Nothing secrets. Anyone can find me. Miku. Miku.
Go.
Ooh, I'm thinking Miku, Miku, ooh, I'm on top of the world because of you. All I connected to is singing along. Woo, all of you, I'll keep singing along. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, ooh, Miku, Miku, ooh. Miku, Miku, ooh. I have so many things running through my head. I hope this is entertaining with me talking like about such random shit. But yeah, this might be the last Genshin stream for a while.
Thank you for complete.
Mostly because I want to play like other games, but also along with that I want to like I want to support the Genshin VAs because they need jobs too. They need money as well. And the company that helps Genshin with their stuff is, or helps Genshin with the dubbing and like their voice acting and whatnot, isn't giving any AI protection or implementing anything that will make it so they still have jobs in the future. So I would much prefer supporting them. So I will make an announcement in the Discord saying, hey, we're not going to be playing Genshin for a little while. Heads up. Because of video game strike. Yeah. Let's see. A story quest might help. I'll unlock this one for now because we don't have to play them right away now, which is so nice. I love that. I love that you can just unlock them and then not have to play them right away. That makes me happy. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, Miku. Hush. Hush, Miku, hush. It's Siegewing time. This is what we're focusing on now. Because it's Siegewing time. I'm going to turn the music up, though. Okay. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, or with ladies, gentlemen, and all cubs in between, it is time for our favorite little nurse to get her story quest.
Make my escape.
Siegewing! 'Twas my favorite nurse at... Oh, look at her! Oh, look at her! It's my favorite Melusine. Ah!
This shop looks popular today. Wonder what the occasion is.
Your mom's in town. Powerful.
Butterfly Dew Cosmetics now on sale.
Ooh.
Huh, looks like it. Oh, Siegeween's here too.
Oh, look at her.
Hey there, Siegeween.
Aw, I love her so much. Somebody's calling me. It's a number I don't recognize. I'm sorry. You will get... No. What are the chances? It's been a while.
Hello there, Traveler and Paimon. I hope you're keeping yourselves fit and healthy. You bet we are. So anyway, what are you doing here, Siegeween?
Oh, I love her.
The Duke insists I take regular vacations in the Court of Fontaine.
Oh.
This one just
Wisely looking out for her.
Promotion for a new skincare product, so I came over to take a look. I like to keep up with the latest industry developments when I can to help me with my magazine articles. Wait, you write for a magazine? Which one? It's called Beautés en Fleur, and it's run by the Fontaine Beauty Association. I've done lots of articles about skincare for them, using the pen name Maritime Flower.
Oh.
Wow! You're a Maritime Flower? If Paimon's not mistaken, you're one of the leading figures in the Fontaine Beauty Association!
Damn. Good for you, Siegewing. Since when did you start reading beauty mags?
What's so weird about that? Everyone loves beauty!
Beauty is subjective, I feel like.
This role.
I will just say
The
that.
cosmetic shops are always so polite.
What seems beautiful to one person is not always beautiful to another.
I always get the best customer service.
Aww.
Well, they sure don't want to make an enemy of the Maritime Flower.
So, what got you interested in beauty products, Siegewing? How did you become a leader in the beauty association?
Obviously, it's because of Siegeween's love for beauty. Still a leader of the beauty association? That's incredible.
Yeah, seriously.
The truth is, I study this field because I cherish my own appearance. It has nothing to do with being beautiful or not.
Oh yeah, because she doesn't look like the rest of the Melusines.
The words of a master beautician defy comprehension! Oh, wait, you're saying that natural beauty is the highest form of beauty, right?
Bingo.
Not really.
Oh.
Actually, Melusine aesthetics are very different from human ones. We don't view humans based on their appearance.
Aww.
If I had to describe our approach, I'd say it's based on cuteness.
Aww.
Oh!
Aw, I wanted a picture of that. Damn, I'm gonna have to go back into the VOD and get it.
Still, I really value my current appearance, and in the process of taking care of it, I've ended up learning quite a lot about skincare and stuff.
Aww.
It turns out, my knowledge and experience is pretty popular with beauty product lovers. It came as a big surprise to me, though. Oh, Paimon gets it now. But speaking of your appearance, how come you look human anyway? Are you like only half Melusine?
No, she's full.
Ooh, wait, sorry. That was probably really offensive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit.
No, I don't mind. I'm not mixed, though. I made a decision to turn myself into this form a very long time ago.
Oh,
If you're interested, I could tell you the story.
I'd love to hear it.
A shape-shifting story? Oh, heck yeah, of course we're interested!
That's not the line. Heck yeah, Paimon's interested. Heck yeah, Paimon's interested. You must be too, right, Trav?
Once upon a time... Long ago, humans rejected Melusines.
So
and
early, so
Melusines
soon?
feared humans. There was one Melusine who became fascinated with human medicine.
Oh, I
but
love
no
her
human
Melusine
wanted her
form.
help. And there was one girl who liked Melusines, so no humans would make friends with her. So the Melusine became the girl's friend, and the girl became the Melusine's patient. Your checkup's all done. You're still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melusine.
There was no subtitle
In
for
this
that.
game of doctor and patient, a friendship was born.
Subtitles aren't
Then,
right.
one day, the girl fell ill. The
No.
Melusine was the only doctor to arrive on time, but the adults sent her away.
Scram! Melusines can't be trusted!
What?
So just because I'm not human, I can't save my best friend? In desperation, the Melusine approached the frightening witch.
I'm sorry
She
that.
begged and begged until she got a reply.
If you take this potion, concocted of sin, you will gain a human face and grow human limbs. But then, you will lose everything that attracted this friend of yours to you in the first place. Can you accept that?
The Melusine did not hesitate for very long.
It's really loud on my end. Hold on.
On a rainy night, a little doctor knocked on the girl's door. The doctor wore a hood and raincoat, maybe to protect her from the rain, but maybe also to hide a secret. The little doctor held the girl's hand and treated her illness, just as she had so many times before. Dawn came, and the little girl's condition improved. But the little doctor was long gone, for she knew her friend would never recognize her again.
Aww. Also, this.
So, since then, I've lived my life in human form. Most people who know me just think I was born this way.
Aww. That's so sad. Oh, Siegewing.
Ooh. A witch? A potion? Why does this sound like a fairy tale? Trust me, it's a true story.
I believe her.
Must be the way you told it then. It just sounds so
You're an incredibly kind person, Siegewing. The fact that she was like, no, if they're not gonna let me help her in my Melazine form, then I'm taking on a different form. That is dedication to a friend. And that is so sad. I want to hug her. I love her, so no. No, I'm also gonna be stalling because ads are playing right now, and I want everybody to see this. I love her. Why? Why must her be so upset? Why must she, in fact, get punished for being a Melazine? This feels like I feel the same emotions that I felt during Nouvelette's story about the Melazines, which makes me more frustrated about, the Genshin skin melanin drama that's happening right now. Because they should make darker, characters, or darker skinned characters, especially with, the Natlan characters and what, Natlan is inspired by. They really should, but I don't know, that's just me. I highly doubt they actually will, just considering where Genshin is from. I highly doubt they will. Which is unfortunate. However, welcome back, ad viewers. Anyways, back to the show. An incredibly kind person, Siegewing.
Yeah, not every Melazine would take human form to save their human friend. That
Exactly.
must have been a huge decision.
She'd do anything for her friends.
Treating patients is a doctor's duty. We must always find a way, even when the going gets tough. Ugh. It's so crazy that they turned you away just because you were a Melazine. Especially
That's
when
how
their
it was
daughter
back
so
then.
sick.
That's how it was back then, though, Paimon.
Sometimes appearance can be a real barrier. But that was a long time ago. I like how I look now anyway.
I liked Melazine Siegewing as well. She was very cute.
Paimon too! You're super cute this way.
Attention customers! Thank you all for waiting. Now, on behalf of our skincare partner, I'm delighted to announce that our exciting new product is now officially on sale.
Well, there we
What
go.
are the chances that someone in the
Let's
crowd
have
is
a
actually the
shall we?
friend?
Paimon, if you want
I feel like
to
it's high.
skincare products, I'll be happy to give you some suggestions.
Aw.
Really? Personal advice right from a leader of the Fontaine Beauty Association? What an honor!
Allow me to introduce our newest skin lotion, Butterfly Dew. I'm sure many of you have already read about this product's trials in the newspapers.
I'm guessing it's her. I'm guessing that's
To say
who
that it
the
improves skin quality is an understatement.
that's who the friend
This
is.
product gets its name from the way it transforms your skin and makes it glow anew, like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis and spreading its wings for the first time.
I'm sorry, I don't think butterflies glow. Last time I checked, butterflies do not glow. That might just be me, but last time I checked, butterflies do not glow. I'm just saying.
We are thrilled to have the inventor of this fantastic product with us here today. Please welcome Mr. Rawat, a researcher from the Fontaine
Rawat?
Research Institute. Now, without further ado, I'll hand
Why didn't
over
we
to
see his
Mr.
face?
Rawat to tell you all about what Butterfly Dew can do for you.
Look at her happy face.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
He's
I'm
a bad
Rawat,
guy.
And I developed Butterfly Dew.
Wow, what a look.
Oh, it's not her. Her eyes are blue.
He's a researcher? Wow, he's really challenging the stereotype.
It seems that everyone is surprised by my entrance. Or should I say, my
Maybe it's her then.
appearance. I'm well aware that researchers are generally better known for their brains than their dashing good looks. In that regard, I do believe I break the mold somewhat. Of course, appearance is a skin-deep way of
Not
defining a
her.
person.
So it's nobody in the
And
crowd.
yet
Never
one's
mind.
appearance can be a very real set of shackles, holding a person back in their life. It can rob a young person of their self-confidence when applying for a job, dissuade a young lady from approaching the one she loves. Our actions are at the mercy of our appearance, and we slowly become the very person that the outside world sees us as. But what if I told you that those shackles can be broken? If our appearance prevents us from changing, then let us first change our appearance itself. Wash away moles, birthmarks, and wrinkles, and they can no longer rob us of our confidence. Replace them with luster and radiance, and we shall never again hang our heads in shame. That is why Butterfly Dew exists. Its mission is to allow us to shed our pupae, undergo a complete metamorphosis, and embrace a new life.
Pupae? What the
Well,
fuck is pupae?
whether it actually works or not, after that speech, Paimon's already sold.
I wonder. Something doesn't feel right about this.
Mr. Rawat, could I ask if you've used this product yourself?
Of course, I tried it many times while I was testing it. You can consider me a product ambassador.
Wow, then it's sure to work.
Still, I don't expect to convince you just by blowing my own trumpet. So, could I get a volunteer from the audience to try it out?
Oh, Paimon volunteers!
Paimon.
Oh! Ah, what an honor! It appears we have a giant of the Fontaine Beauty Association here with us. In that case, Miss Sijuin, could we seek your most expert opinion on this product?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, is that Romaritime flower? They say she's the pickiest user of skincare products in all of Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Well, it's very kind to the skin, and the absorption rate is high. Even for Fontaine, this is a first-rate product.
Something's not right about this.
Wow, now that's high praise.
I'll take one. Any discounts?
All right. Well, all that remains for me to say is, Butterfly Dew is now on sale.
Something doesn't feel right. I have like this weird feeling in my stomach that something's not right. The enthusiastic
You should buy
shopping.
a bottle too?
Are you paying for it yourself?
Of course you bring up Mora. Fine, Paimon will pay out of her own pocket.
There you
and
go.
even share it with you. There, does that sound fair?
I don't want to use
And
it.
if you're worried about whether it's the right product for you, well, luckily for us, Sijuin's here, so we can get an expert consultation.
The warmth of lies. Yep. Alright, Siegewing, what's up?
It's an honor to receive such high praise from you. To be honest, I was also hoping you might be able to point out some flaws in the product so I can keep improving.
Hello, Nox. I hope you're having a
Most
wonderful
skincare
time
products,
zone,
the pros
wherever
and
it
cons
may
only
be.
become apparent with long-term use. Oh yeah, this one has instant benefits. Improving
Instant?
skin quality without any obvious side effects. It's one of a kind.
I don't know if I trust something that doesn't have obvious side effects, because every skincare product I feel like has some sort of side effect. Whether that be, like, I don't know. Because the way that skincare products work, it like, can give you more acne, it can make you break out more frequently, which makes you buy more and cover your face more. Which is why I don't wear makeup personally. It's just not for me. And I already have enough trouble with acne. I don't need any more. But the fact that it doesn't have any obvious, keyword being obvious, side effects here kind of concerns me. I don't know, something doesn't feel right about this. Like, I have this, like, weird feeling in my stomach that's like, this isn't right, something's not right here. Something ain't right here. Pat the Millazine, though. Pat. Pat the Siegewing.
Don't worry though, I plan to keep using it, and I'll publish regular reviews in Beautés en Fleur. You can read my thoughts there. All you need to do is subscribe.
Subscribe and ring that bell.
I was hoping for a more casual conversation, but you are a beauty association leader after all. I understand if you want to keep this professional.
Cedrine! Oh, excuse us, Miss Beauty Expert. But do you think this product is a good choice for me and her?
I don't want to use it.
Wait, are you the renowned traveler?
Maybe.
That's right, and by her side, the equally famous Paimon.
Well, I don't
Yep,
normally handle
definitely.
customer questions personally, but since it's the traveler asking, allow me to make an exception. Butterfly Dew is made for all skin types, so no matter who you are, you can rest assured that it will be kind to your skin. If anything, it might be marginally more effective on Fontanian's skin, but other than that, it works the same on everyone.
Oh, interesting.
Why would it work better on Fontanian?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same question.
In the interests of protecting my trade secrets, I'm afraid I can't answer that, Miss Paimon.
It's what water? What is it? It's the special water that makes people dissolve. Well, I guess it's... No, that's clear now. That's done. We're past that quest. That doesn't make sense. I guess it could still be. I don't like it. Something's sus about this.
Alright then. How about a friend discount?
Save yourself the trouble. I'd be greatly honored to have both of you use my product. Here, take 2 bottles for free.
Damn!
Yay! Paimon's private fund survives!
What's the catch? Is this a publicity stunt? Probably.
I can see why you might think that, but please don't misunderstand. This gift is simply a token of my esteem. There's no business motivation behind it.
No, there definitely is. When it comes to business types like him, yep, there definitely is. There's always a dark side to a good face. He might have brains and he might have good looks, but there's always a different side, especially to business types like these guys. I don't know. Or there usually is. I can't say for all, but I have a feeling this guy is hiding something. This is definitely a publicity stunt.
To me, finding new customers for Butterfly Dew is about meeting kindred spirits, fellow admirers of physical beauty. I consider it a labor of love.
Admirers of physical beauty? Eesh, that's embarrassing to say out loud. It sounds so shallow.
Because it is. It is shallow. You're not... Okay.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Miss Paimon. Most people claim to desire inner virtue, but it's still physical appearance that turns their heads.
Physical appearance is only one part of a thing, though. Well, it might turn heads. Does the head stay looking at it once it finds out how they act? Once it finds out how it behaves? If not, then there's something else.
This is a fact of life. It's only natural for people to desire to become beautiful. And that's exactly what inspired me to choose this research direction in the first place.
You're right. Everyone loves beauty, don't they?
Look at the time. My apologies, but I have other things to attend to. I'll leave you with these 2 bottles of Butterfly Dew, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Paimon, I'd say there's no need for you and the Traveler to use this product for now. Why?
Interesting.
Is there a problem with it?
Yes, there is.
Quality is fine. I just think there's room for improvement. I think I could add some ingredients to the mix to make it more effective.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Then why didn't you tell Rawat about that?
Because it dashes hopes.
Researchers are a very special breed of human. You can point out their flaws to their face and they won't mind very much. But if you tell them that someone else could do a better job, ooh, now that'll make them really upset.
Yeah, I get that. It's like telling an artist, like, oh, your stuff is shit and you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't draw, which is loads of bullshit if I've ever heard any. But that might just be me.
If I'd mentioned it, he probably wouldn't have given you those 2 bottles for free. Fair enough, that makes sense.
I want to know what this is made out of, though.
Effective version, I can write up a list of ingredients for you, Just come get me once you've gathered them.
Okay.
When you say more effective, you mean it'll make Paimon even prettier?
A pretty,
How can we say no?
a prettier Paimon? Well, if you really want this.
As for me, it's probably time I got back to the Fortress of Maripede.
Aww.
I mustn't leave the infirmary unattended for too long.
I love her so much. I love Siegewing so much. She's so cute. She's such a delight. I love her so much. She's such a great little delight. Okay. Where are we going? We're going... Where is this? Okay. We'll go here. We're gonna go to the water first. Water. What am I grabbing?
Just up ahead, traveler. The ingredients for Siegewing should be nearby.
Why is she so echoey? Oh. I don't even know what I'm collecting. It didn't even tell me anything of what I'm collecting. It just said, go here. I'm like, okay, I go do. Siegewing told me do something. I go do now. I go fight. I go fight little guys. Oh god, there's a Hydro guy. Push, 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 push.
Faster. Okay, faster. Fries.
Push, 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 push.
Great! That's everything!
We got it.
To the Fortress of Maripede.
We got everything. Look at us go. What great travelers we are. Alright, Siegewing. I'm on my way. We're gonna go there and she's gonna be like a Melazine or something. Like, I don't... Something about this product is just... Like, I get that there's like a business side to it. You have to make it so like people will actually want to buy your product. But I don't know. There's just something about this that's like unsettling to me. There's just something about this product that's like, it's not quite right. You know what I mean? Uh-oh.
Whoa, the infirmary is packed.
Please, you have to believe me. I saw it with my own eyes last night. Another me. He looked exactly like me.
Got it? Okay. I've written down everything you told me. Now, I have a few tests to run. Take a deep breath, and don't worry. It's nothing to be nervous about. First, which finger am I holding up?
Your index finger, but I'm telling you, my mental state is fine. I'm not crazy.
Very good. Now, on to the next. Hey there, Your Grace. It's been a while, huh?
Hey, Raisley.
Ah, it's you two. Indeed it has. I would offer you some tea, but I'm afraid the timing is unfortunate. Duty calls.
Yeah.
No worries. Actually, we were looking for Siegewing. Do you, know what all of this is about?
Oh, yeah.
This inmate came running to the guards in a panic, claiming to have seen his exact doppelganger.
A doppelganger? Doesn't that just mean someone else kinda looks like him?
Kind of.
And that's what I thought when the report first reached my desk. But we've inspected our records. No one even vaguely resembles him. Considering how certain he is of what he saw, I can only surmise that he's having some mental issues. So I brought him for a medical evaluation.
Interesting.
Very good. Take a sip of water and rest for a bit. Evaluation complete. I couldn't find any symptoms pointing to a physical condition.
I see. So do you still believe there's more likely to be an issue with his mind than his body?
I have to assume so for now. Psychological issues are more difficult to detect. At this stage, we can at least confirm that he is in command of his cognitive faculties.
The rumor mill will go crazy if word of this gets out. Guards, take him to the ward for a period of observation. The Marechaussee Phantom has requested my cooperation on a case, otherwise I'd deal with this myself. Sorry for the trouble, head nurse, but I'll have to leave this to you.
No problem, Your Grace. I'll add him to my observation list.
By the way, we have a couple of guests here who've made the trip just to see you. I imagine it must be important. You probably won't need to add them to your
Something
observation
to do with
list,
the
though.
perfume, probably.
Traveler, Paimon, it's you.
Or the butterfly dew.
Hey there,
Or whatever
Cedric.
it's called.
It's actually not that important, but...
I'll be in my office if you desperately need me. Goodbye for now.
Okay, bye-bye. Cedrine. Would you mind waiting for just a moment? I have another patient to see. Just find an empty bed and take a seat. I won't be long.
Oh?
Oh, sure.
Sigewin, we've brought him. And he seems to have taken a turn for the worse again.
Uh-oh.
Okay, don't panic. Let's start by sitting him down here. Paimon had no idea how busy it can get for Cedrine. Maybe now's not the time to ask for her help with skincare.
Patient, Paimon. She'll help us. We just need to wait. In the meantime, we could offer to help Sigewin.
Good point. Besides, it might actually be interesting to observe her at work. Well, this could hurt, so I suggest you take a deep breath first. Did his face melt? What happened to him?
It's anyone's guess. His face melted off shortly after arriving at the fortress. But since he's a serious offender, he can't be allowed out for medical treatment. Best we can do for now is ask the head nurse to give him something to manage the symptoms.
This is the butterfly
This is gonna
dew.
be awkward. We still need to bring him to the Marechaussee Phantom for questioning. What if he scares them half to death? Will that be our fault?
No, that won't be your fault. And if he scares them half to death, I feel like that's not an oh well because they need him to answer some questions. But at the same time, it's like I understand where the guy is coming from. And it is frustrating. I don't know. But I'm guessing this has something to do with the butterfly dew or whatever it's called. Because something about this just isn't right. It's just not adding up.
The Marechaussee Phantom? Does this have something to do with the case Risley's dealing with?
Yep, it was a huge case. They bagged a few dozen crooks in one fell swoop.
Damn.
And this guy's the baddest apple of the bunch. He harmed countless people. And now, it looks like it's all finally catching up with him.
I'm gonna call it now. Robot is part of that group. And they were using his product at the time. Or he was either part of the group or he was somehow involved with the group. And it was actually developing the butterfly dew to help disguise people. To help disguise people for crimes and whatnot, so other people would get blamed. Whatever happened along the way, something happened, and obviously something malfunctioned, something went wrong, people got injured, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I highly, highly doubt that he actually used it on himself. Like, I seriously doubt it. However, he somehow was able to either escape or get out without, or get out without, being captured for whatever reason. That is my guess.
You done gawking?
Not yet. I need to check the severity of your ulcers to decide the right dosage. Don't worry. We Melazines have a very different sense of aesthetics from humans. To me, you just look like a little kitty with slightly scruffy fur, but still just as cute.
Don't patronize me. Do I look like a kid to you? Just give me the meds and let me out of here. I already missed my cell.
Hey, lose the attitude. You dare talk back to our head nurse like that again? Your days are numbered.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to apply the medication now. Tell me if it hurts, alright?
Brings out her giant
Look
needle.
how nice Siegeween's being. And he still talks to her like that? What a nasty piece of work.
That just
Can I
sounds
leave
like
now?
nurses.
Wow, not a peep. What a brave little guy.
Thank you, Siegeween. And I apologize for the trouble.
So, Traveler, Paimon, did you bring the ingredients?
We did, but we don't want to interfere or anything. You're busy saving lives here.
Oh, don't be silly. I agreed to it, didn't I? Just hand me the ingredients, and I'll make some time to whip it into the improved version for you. Take a rest here if you want. Or, if you're not tired, I hear they're holding a new pancreation tournament in the administration area.
Oh?
Or alternatively, is there anything we could help you with, Siegeween?
Take it as a token of our gratitude.
That's right. Let us help
I
you
almost read
out.
that as
It's the least we
Tolkien.
could do.
A token of gratitude. Gratitude.
Good point. Kind-hearted humans start to develop guilt if they accept free help from others. Don't worry. I'll take a look at my schedule. I'm sure I can find something to treat this condition. I gotta warn you though, it'll be tiring work. So I suggest you take a break first, then come back and see me when you're ready.
Okay, I am already tired, so perfect. Talk to Siegewing. I'm gonna stretch, and then we're gonna talk to her. Also, answer in like just under like 3 minutes. God, that was a big yawn. I'm sorry to all out there who also yawned, or yawned because of that. Sorry.
We're ready, Siegeween. What's our first mission?
I found the
Hi, Patch.
perfect job for the traveler.
Ow.
First, I'd like you to lie
Hi, Patch.
down in this bed.
Yeah. What is it, Pudge?
What for?
Eyes wide
I
open.
need you to pretend to be sick.
Cough, cough. A chew.
Is it that difficult? I thought you did a pretty good job last time.
Oh, so you knew.
Of course she knew.
I sure did. She was way more interesting than the usual malingering inmates. When you played along very well, Paimon, I observed you two for quite a while after that.
Well, this is awkward. But why do you need us to do it again now?
Cough, cough.
No
A
time to
chew.
explain. My next patient will be here any second. Please just do as I say. You can, pretend like you've got a nasty headache. And throw in some dry heaving for good measure.
Oh God.
Okay.
You got a mole on your page. Puke, puke.
Hey, Doc. It's me. I'm only here because my mom won't stop pestering me about it.
How do kids get in here, by the way?
Well, your mother has enough on her plate with a busy job. Well, the last thing she needs is to worry about you being sick
Is
as
High
well.
Pudge?
I know. I shouldn't treat the place like a playground.
No,
Shouldn't
you
go
shouldn't.
Swimming in the lower levels where we
Nope.
join up with the sea, because it'll give me a cold and distract her from her work.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd be able to have some fun here at the fortress for a few days, but it's always, don't do this and don't do that.
Well, yeah, because
All right.
it's not a
Sit
fun
yourself
place to
down
be.
and
It's
I'll take
literally
your temperature.
jail.
Well, your fever still hasn't gone down. Well, here's your medicine. 1 cup for starters, and we'll see if it helps.
But Doc, it's so bitter. Do I really have to drink it? I mean, I'll be fine, right? I've got an uncle who caught a cold. His fever went away on its own after a couple days. Can't you just write me a note saying I'm on the mend? I just need something to keep my mom off my case.
I sure can. You're a very brave boy, after all.
Huh? Brave? What makes you say that?
Well, if you want to rely on your own immune system to clear up your fever, then you'll have to tough it out like this young lady.
Coughing. Wrenching.
Hang in there, traveler. Are you gonna puke? Paimon can get you a paper bag.
Huh?
As long as you're tough enough to get through the nausea and dizziness caused by the high fever, you'll be right as rain after just a few days' rest.
And if I'm not tough enough?
Hey, wake up! Wake up!
Put it this way. At least you'll never have to see the doctor again, right?
I think maybe I'll take that medicine after all. If that's okay.
Oh, of course. Here, it's still warm.
It's so bitter.
What were those sound effects?
Great job, you two.
What were those sound
That kid
effects?
really doesn't know what's good for him.
Those sound effects. I hated those sound effects. Ugh.
She's been working back-to-back shifts lately,
Aw.
but unfortunately, his father's away on a business trip right now. She had no choice but to bring her son here for the time being.
Aw.
He was quite happy at first. He seemed to think that the Fortress of Meripede would be all fun and games.
So you made us put on that act just to scare a kid into taking his medicine? That's a pretty sneaky trick. Seems like there's a whole side to Siege we never knew about.
Well, sometimes you have to. Sometimes
It's a
people don't do
technique
that.
I learned from my teacher.
Oh, you had a teacher? Was she a Melazine doctor too?
She was human. She passed away a long time ago.
Aww.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I really liked my teacher, so it's always nice when I get to talk about her with other people. She was a traveling doctor, and since she didn't have a clinic, she'd go out and visit her patients wherever they were. Dealing with the badly behaved ones was her specialty.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
She used to say, if you can scare the little brats into taking their medicine, you won't have to hear them wailing and screeching when their condition gets worse.
There you go. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Huh, she sounds like a pretty strict teacher.
I mean, she's got a point, though.
Well, that's not how my teacher saw it. She thought of herself as terrifying to kids.
Strange way for a doctor to describe themselves. Now Paimon's curious to know what she looked like.
Old.
Oh, as it happens, I actually have a picture of her.
She's so angry. She's so angry. Hi, Grandma. Why are you so angry?
Oh, wow, yeah, okay, that'll terrify the kids.
Yep. All the children she treated thought she was a witch.
Why does it almost sound like you're envious of her?
Oh my god, is she actually the witch that helped Seedring turn into her more human form? Or human-like form? And that's why she took Seedring under her wing as well, because she knew Seedring had nowhere to go, so she taught Seedring everything she knew about medicine? Oh my god.
Oh, because I am. If she was here, all the children would take their medicine without any need for tricks.
A doctor who looks like a witch. True, they wouldn't dare try anything funny with her around.
That's a bit of an understatement.
Oh, me, on the other hand, it's hopeless. Children aren't afraid of me at all.
That's actually a good thing, you know?
I agree, actually.
Oh, my next patient should be arriving now. Would you mind lending me a hand again?
Sure.
Sure thing! On to the next mission!
Next story we go. A dozen or so patients.
Is it nighttime already? That flew by. You really have a busy job, Siegeween.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's the only nurse in the entire Fortress of Meripede, so glad we could help.
Should we get some rest? It's getting pretty late.
Oh, there is one last thing. I have to keep it confidential, so I usually leave it till after everyone's clocked out.
Confidential? Are you sure you can tell us?
It's fine. You're not living here anymore, so it's okay if you know. All it is I have to prepare some ingredients to make healthy meals with.
Wait, you mean those healthy meals?
The ones that magically appear on the third day?
My patients refuse to eat any healthy meals I prepare in front of them, so I have to prep the ingredients in secret, then let the chef at the Coupon cafeteria handle the rest.
Considering even the chef's version makes people uneasy, it really makes you wonder what's in it.
You want to find out? I can teach you how to make it. That way, if you ever suffer from exhaustion on your future travels, you can prepare a healthy meal for yourself. It's really good for you, you know.
Sure? Guess we can help out one more time.
Mm-hmm. What do we need to get?
The ingredients are ready. Now, put them on the table and add them in the order I tell you.
Okay.
First, we add this special slime condensate.
Slime condensate?
Stir it thoroughly, then pour it in. See that? It adds elasticity. It looks just like tasty jelly, doesn't it?
Slime condensate. Okay.
Yeah, it really does. Until you remember it's slime condensate.
Next up, xenochromatic crystals. You want to crush them up into a
Xenochromatic
fine
crystals.
powder, like powdered sugar.
Wait, are those from Fontimer Aberrants? Are you sure they're edible?
Finally, we'll need some high-protein meat.
And
Frogs
meat.
are an excellent choice. You
Those
just
are frogs.
need to clean their innards, and then you're left with some lovely, tender meat.
Huh.
Oh, frogs.
And we're done. All that's left now is to pack them into lunchboxes and hand them to Walsey. Yesterday in the production zone, I noticed an inmate who's been working for 2 days straight. That means it's a healthy meal for him tomorrow.
Siegeween really does have the inmate's best interests at heart.
Mm-hmm. She really does. I'm guessing we're taking these to... Yeah. Paige is so sleepy. We've been giving Paige meds recently just because she's getting up there. She's an old gato. So, and her bow legs have been giving her a little bit of trouble, so we've been giving her meds to help with the pain. But the meds make her so sleepy. Hey, Paige? Yeah? So what she's doing right now is she wants cuddles, so...
Ah, head nurse.
You see
Got
random
some
mouse
extras for
movement,
me?
that's probably her
Just the
bumping
one
my
today.
hand.
The serial number's on the lid.
Come sit.
Sounds good. I'll make sure it gets delivered.
Come sit, Pudge.
Sounds like they're talking in code.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I only wish I could do more. You work so hard for all our sakes. I'd happily lose a little sleep if it meant helping you out.
Aww.
That won't do. If you reduce your sleeping hours any further, your health will start to suffer.
And then you'll need a healthy meal.
All right, nurse's orders. I'll do as I'm told. But you take care of yourself too.
Well, I'm done with work for today. Thanks for helping out, you two.
Seems like the guards and staff here have a lot of respect for you, Siegeween. In just one day of helping you with your work, it feels like we've done a lot for the fortress.
Head nurse, please, wait. I'm sorry to disturb you this late at night, but I think you'll agree, this is urgent.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Just relax and catch your breath. What's the matter?
The guard at the observation ward, Odilon, he told me to pass on a message to you. One of the inmates there, the guy suffering from possible hallucinations, well, he seems to have made a sudden recovery, and now he wants to apply for permission to leave the ward.
Huh? Already?
Huh.
You were right to tell me. I'll have to examine him and make sure he's well before we discharge him.
Looks like we've got one job as medical assistants left. We'll come with you.
Mm-hmm. We'll help you with this one as well. I mean, might as well. Alright, where are we going? We're going back up? Yeah, we're going back up. Alright, Pudge, you ready to assess somebody? Neon. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. One way to find out. I don't know any of the words. Something, something, Game Grumps.
Ah, head nurse, you're finally here. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, but I believe I've now made a full recovery. After giving it some thought,
Was this his
I'm
voice
sure
before?
I was probably just seeing things. Stress-related, I imagine. I'd been working long hours, so I definitely wasn't in the best state of mind.
Is this how he sounded before? I don't think this is how he sounded before. Like, where did he get this, like, very Russian or more, like, European accent? This doesn't seem right. I don't think this is him.
I totally understand. Still, I have to give you an examination before I can discharge you, okay? So, take a deep breath and don't be nervous. It'll be the exact same procedure as we did this morning. We can start whenever you're ready.
Again, so sorry. I was in such a state this morning, I barely recall anything. Would you mind taking me through it again?
Oh, not at all.
Yep,
It's a lot to
this
remember.
is definitely...
First up, we have a little cognitive test. Just concentrate and you'll be fine. To start with, which finger am I holding up?
This is definitely not him.
Your pinky.
Under Siege Wing's guidance, editor quickly completes...
Alright, all indicators seem normal.
So it was a stress-induced hallucination after all?
Well, we've certainly had
The
previous
music.
cases of mental illness caused by overwork, which is why I carefully observe everyone in the production zone.
That's fair.
I wonder how I managed to miss the signs this time.
Please, head nurse, you shouldn't blame yourself. I'm just still adapting, that's all. Pushed myself too hard, and I guess I couldn't take it. Thanks for looking after me. I'll be as good as new after a good night's sleep. And if you can give me the okay,
This isn't right.
I know I'll sleep better back in my good old dorm.
This isn't him.
It can be difficult to relax in an unfamiliar environment. Alright then, you can leave the ward.
This feels
I
wrong.
suggest you take 2 days off to focus on your recovery. I'll take you off the observation list for now, so you're officially discharged.
Great. I can't thank you enough, head nurse.
Mr. Odilon, could you escort him back?
Of course. I'm on guard duty in the administrative area tonight, so nothing will go wrong. You have my word.
He's smirking. Something's not right.
Guess you're finally done for the day now, huh?
Nope, something's not right.
Yep. But I still haven't gotten around to making that improved lotion for you yet.
Oh, no rush! Seriously, it's super late now. You should go get some rest too.
Well, tomorrow it is then. Good night, Traveler. Good night, Paimon. Hope you sleep well.
Oh, don't you worry. We will. After a productive day of work, we're both gonna sleep like a log.
Apparently. Good night, Siege Wing.
Yeah, sleep tight, Siegeween. See you tomorrow.
I do not trust. Do you... Switcheroo. Was I right? Because he... I swear his voice was different. I could swear his voice was different. That was not the same voice. That was not the same voice that was there that he originally had. That was different. That was a different voice. Something's not right. What did it say again? Okay. 8. 8 to 12. Okay. That's... I don't trust that. Something wasn't right. See if I can get 8 o'clock. Come on. Come on. Oh, we're so close. Alright, I think 8:01 is as good as we're gonna get it. But is that just me? Like, I feel like that's not just me, though. Something about... It's just...
Paimon really did sleep like a log. Let's go find Seedween.
Something wasn't right. Something still isn't right.
Make my escape.
Make my escape. I don't know. It just feels off. I feel like it has something to do with the butterfly dew, because that would make... I am going the wrong direction. It's this way. Because that would make sense. It would make sense for it to have something with the butterfly dew, because why introduce it at the start and then just not have it pop up again? It's Chekhov's gun. Oh my god.
Whoa. How is the infirmary even busier than yesterday?
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. I have a few people here for a checkup, so you might need to wait for a while.
No problem. Anything we can do to help?
There's a bit of a complicated situation here. I'm still getting to the bottom of it myself.
You have to believe me. I'm telling the truth.
You're in a medical facility. Keep it down.
Please, listen to me. I'm not Gascon. I'm Uwe.
You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with the rest.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is how...
It's clear as day that you're Gascon.
I could have swore Eric's voice was something more like that. Maybe a little bit more down-pitched and not as squeaky, but it was something close to that.
You mean because of the way I look? I don't know what happened. I just woke up like this. Then you guys dragged me in here for an interrogation.
I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an injustice, yelling isn't going to achieve anything. At most, it'll delay your vindication.
All right. I get it.
This is nuts. Yesterday's interrogations went fine, and now this.
Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marachose Phantom? Well, we've been questioning the inmates involved this morning. Every single one of them is claiming mistaken identity.
Huh. That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any evidence whatsoever to support their claims. Questioning them further got us nowhere, so for now, we've brought them to the infirmary.
Interesting,
and
okay.
we thought yesterday was as busy as it got for Seedween.
I thought this guy had brown hair.
Have a look. Perhaps there's something we missed.
Peyton. Who is this Peyton? I'm Honore. I applied to go out to see a doctor, but when I woke up, I was in another cell. Unbelievable. There's Eric. I'm Eric. Why does stuff like this always happen to me? Now there's no way my release papers are getting squared away today. My name is Odalin. I'm a guard. I think I was attacked. These two are connected. This isn't me at all. Wasn't Odalin the guard last night that took quote-unquote Eric away? And this guy was one of the first ones to come in yesterday, was he not? Because he was the one with the melted face. And that's why he had bandages on. I'm not Grayson. Today should have been the final day of my sentence. So I should have gone free. What gives? It has to do something with the lotion. But how is it getting down in here? If this is a new product, how is it getting down in here? Unless they're testing it down here. I still think, Robots has something to do with this. Well, of course he has something to do with this. It's his product. But something isn't right. He's affiliated with this group somehow, and he's trying to break people out. Why? And how? Well, obviously, we can see how. He's getting people to put on the lotion, which changes the identity, which makes the guys that are the other ones actually be able to walk free. They're doing it to everyone who's going to leave soon. Whose sentences are ending, meaning those guys should be walking away. Oh, come sit, Fudge. Something's not right here, obviously, but
Wait.
Release? Interesting. The inmates they spoke of in their statements appear to all be due for release today.
Exactly.
I noticed that too. If that's their plan, they're underestimating us a little. Every serious offender claims that there's someone else who just so happens to be due for release today. And they're expecting us to go along with that.
All the more reason to be cautious. Lumberzar, check the release list for today and make sure no one gets processed. We're gonna need an excuse, though. Just say we're out of forms, and that we're furiously printing more as we speak.
I'm on it.
It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found a way to switch places with inmates who are about to be released, so they can walk out right under our noses.
We did consider that possibility. But I mean, just look at them. They match the warrants, period.
No,
How could there have been a switch?
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose. I gave you that name list yesterday to assist in your investigation. Did that help?
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The first thing I did was check for lookalikes, and I didn't find any.
Putton's, I swear, Putton had brown hair. He did not have blonde. Is that just me? Am I misremembering this? I swear, he had brown hair. I feel like I'm going crazy. Bro had brown hair.
The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today. But it's not exactly hard to put on a fake voice.
Oh, really? What does our head nurse make of all of this?
Give me a moment. I think I have a way to confirm whether there's been a switch. I know, it's not time to change your dressing yet, but please bear with me.
Huh? Isn't that the guy from yesterday?
This should be Honore. He has very severe facial ulcers, which require an operation in the hospital at the Court of Fontaine. I authorized him to leave the fortress for medical treatment under guarded escort.
Yes, like I told you. I'm not Putton. I'm Honore.
So there has been a swap. Well, I can see what happened in Putton's case, but how do you explain the other inmates? You're not telling me their souls switched bodies.
No. This is a makeup
I
thing.
believe it was their faces that got switched. The method is a bit like replacing a tooth. Take the bad tooth out, put a false one in. And actually, I think I can prove it to you.
Oh?
Traveler, Paimon, do you remember Eric from the other day?
From yesterday?
Sure Then you can be my witnesses. To start with, please fetch the inmate who claims to be Eric.
Okie dokie. Please fetch the inmate that's... Okay, what it... bet. Inventory. Who's the one that's claiming to be... Who's the one that's claiming to be the... Read. Enri? You.
So, you're Eric?
Yes, head nurse. It's me.
That's him.
You do believe
That's
me,
the
right?
voice.
I need to do another examination on you. Same procedure as yesterday.
All right. It's the cognition test first, right? So I need to concentrate.
Now, try to recall if you can. The last time we did this test, which finger did I hold up?
I believe it was your index finger.
Bingo.
But that means...
It wasn't the same. There's two Erics. It wasn't the same person.
Huh?
So, basically, last night, the Eric who said he saw another him suddenly recovered and applied to leave the observation ward. Siegewing did another test before letting him leave, but that time, she held up her pinky finger.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I don't know about any tests last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed. Then I somehow woke up in a high-security cell.
Well, in that case, there is a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past 2 days.
Yeah, seriously.
So, what exactly happened?
What pledge? What
The
is
gang
it?
of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost up, and planned to switch appearances with them. Last night, when Odilon was on duty, they ambushed him and had one of their group switch appearances with him using their face-swapping method. That allowed them to avoid scrutiny from the other guards. Then, once all the other inmates were asleep, Odilon spent his night shift carrying out the remainder of their switcheroo plan. However, they made one mistake. Henri changed his appearance to match Eric's earlier than he should have done, and ended up being spotted by the real Eric. Real Eric came to the guards for help, but we didn't know then what we know now. So we put it down to hallucination and sent him to the observation ward. However, since one of the gang members was posing as a guard, they simply changed real Eric's appearance and had their Eric take his place, muddying the waters even further.
Right, because I put Eric on the observation list by then, and no inmates on that list can be processed for departure until I've discharged them.
Hence why the imposters had to pull that little stunt to get fake Eric off the list.
Yeah, it all makes sense now! The Duke cracked the case!
Well, he didn't crack the case if it's not
Well, I
solved
can't
yet.
fault the reasoning. But I'm afraid that we ruled out the possibility of face switching very early on in this process.
Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, one of the explicit duties of the Malazines in the Marachose Phantom is to identify criminals in disguise. We carefully examined all the suspects, and there is no evidence that any means of disguise were used in this case.
Huh. Well then, how do we explain all this?
So far.
Why does
it
Pamela
seems
kind
more
of sound like
likely
she's in a
that the gang
tube?
stole documentation belonging to the inmates due for release, and are using that to commit identity fraud.
Actually, there is a potion that can completely change someone's appearance. If they use that, even a Melazine wouldn't be able to detect it.
Yep.
A shape-shifting potion?
I bet that's the
Forgive
butterfly
me,
do.
head nurse, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it. If such a potion truly existed, it would jeopardize our entire investigative process at the Marachose Phantom. Are you certain of this?
Yep, because she used it.
I am.
She was one that
But-
used it.
Please, trust me in my professional opinion as an experienced clinician.
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation. If we can round up all the inmates suspected of switching places, then have a little talk with both sides, we might just get our answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That'll actually help
Let's
a lot.
do that.
Okay. Well, it was our negligence that meant we had to come and conduct these post-internment interrogations. And I know it's put you out.
It's not.
We'll do it your way.
It's not necessarily negligence.
Your Grace, bad news.
Uh-oh.
I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late. A bunch of people already got processed 2 hours ago.
Oh no.
I checked the list, and sure enough, it's all the people who gave statements.
2 hours ago? That's before today's interrogations began. They had this all planned out.
Oh, definitely.
So there really was a switch after all.
Makes sense.
They really pulled the wool over our eyes on this one.
We should be able to catch up with them if we leave now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not if that potion is real. They can just switch faces again after leaving the fortress. And if the Marachaussées Melusines can't even spot them, we wouldn't know where to start searching.
Yikes! So we're at a complete dead end!
Not necessarily.
Well, technically there is one more lead we could follow up on. We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I believe his name is Rawat.
How did I know? He was the snitch. They're going to get him. Well, either he's a snitch and they're going to get him. They're going to go get him and they're going to go beat the shit out of him because snitches get stitches. Or this was a part of his, this is a part of the plan. And something else is going on. Like, they needed to get, like, I don't know, they needed to do something for the fortress to be able to let down their guard and pass people through. I'm also definitely not stalling for ads. Because, yeah. Oh, it's been like an hour and a half. For those who have been here the entire hour and a half, hello. Thank you so much for being here. You know, the things. For those who've been here for the entire hour and a half, thank you. It really does mean a lot. Even if you're just lurking, thank you. It is very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Oh? Rawat, isn't that the handsome guy we met at that skincare promotion?
Yep, that's him.
Handsome? Maybe from a human point of view. I just remember that he specialized in potions.
Boom.
One of the crimes this gang is charged with is the manufacture and sale of illicit drugs. According to Mr. Rawat, they appear to have stolen technology he developed through his research and used it in their operation. At first, he thought it was a typical case of intellectual property infringement, and he tried to negotiate with them. But once he discovered their criminal operation, he reported them to the authorities. Thanks to his report, we were able to swoop in and arrest them all in one go.
What a hero! Bet that took courage on his part.
Something's not right. Paimon, get out of the tube.
No doubt. This is worth following up on. As the one who snitched on them, it's highly likely that Rawat will be targeted by the escapees.
Mm-hmm.
That aside, since he's negotiated with them in person before, there's a chance he'll have some additional information for us.
Understood, Your Grace. My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime, please keep an eye on the face switch victims for us.
Of course.
Miss Morgan, I'd like to come along and help you catch these criminals.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, I'm the one who discharged the fake Eric last night, so I feel partly responsible.
Aw, Siegewing.
Don't say that, head nurse. Your focus was on the inmate's health, and rightly so. We can't ask you to help with arresting criminals. That's our duty.
I also have a more personal reason. Cotton is a patient of mine, and if I don't get a new batch of medicine to him in time, his condition will get much worse.
That's also very fair.
Look, head nurse, I completely understand where you're coming from. But arresting criminals is dangerous business.
Yes, I know, Pudge.
And if anything
It is
happened
dangerous
to
to arrest criminals.
none of us can afford to take on that responsibility.
Don't worry. I can defend myself just fine.
You say that, but still.
If I may, Miss Morgan, Siegeween is the one who raised the potion hypothesis, and I'm sure she has far more expertise on the topic than your team. My suggestion would be to bring her with you. And if you really are worried for her safety, then...
I can go too. Paimon and I are coming along anyway.
Ah, there you go, right on cue. Knew I could count on you.
Well, of course, we have to protect our little siege wing.
Okay. Well, since this plan has the Duke's blessing, far be it from me to refuse. We should head off immediately. Time
Paige,
is of the essence.
stop. She's like pushing up against my foam wall. So if you hear a bit like scraping every once in a while, that's because I'm adjusting the foam wall because Paige is just wandering across my desk, pushing up against it. So, something's not right.
Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business, and we're gonna need you to cooperate.
The Marechaussee Phantom. Let me guess, you're investigating some more illegal research?
Not this time, no. We're looking for a researcher. Do you know where we might find Mr. Rawat?
Rawat. Oh yeah, Mr. Handsome, right? He actually doesn't work on site here very often. There's a handful of researchers in the nearby area who know him pretty well, though. You can see what they know.
Just a handful? Paimon figured he'd be the most popular guy around.
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to make a good first impression on people. But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute, I don't think he's ever had a single deep conversation about his research with his peers.
Aww.
That's no way to make real friends around here.
That's upsetting. So he'd be easy to replace as well, from what I'm hearing.
So weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at that product promotion.
Oh, I don't find that weird at all. He definitely didn't strike me as the kind of guy who's good at making friends.
Yeah.
Really? Paimon couldn't tell. Must be a Melusine perception thing.
Okay, we should talk with his acquaintances. But we also need to check the Research Institute for any clues. Let's split up. It'll save us some time.
Sure thing. We'll go ask around among the other researchers with Siegeween. Paimon's suddenly kind of curious to know what everyone really thinks of him.
I feel like we should go in pairs. I feel like going in pairs is a much easier thing to do. Might just be me though. Dear colleagues and researchers, the Fontaine Institution is the place and a temple of science. Okay, P.S. Gambling is strictly prohibited. This is a stern reminder paper research proposes and for theorizing on, not for wrapping snacks. Okay. Dang, it's been a while since you've been live. Yeah, it's been a hot set. Hello, YX. I hope you're having a wonderful time zone, wherever it may be. And it's definitely been a bit, yeah. I meant to stream last week, but things got busy for me. So, so that guy's doing Fanta flavors. Are you a person I should talk to? Apparently not. I will come and get that thing later. I hope you're having a wonderful time, son, wherever it may be, by the way. Okay, so no, we can't go this way. So, this way. Well, that's good. I'm glad things are in order. I am ah, there we go. Friend! Hello, friend! Bertram? Bertram? Bug. Hi, Bug. Hello, Bertram.
Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you Bertram?
Who's asking?
Your mom.
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marashose Phantom with an investigation. We'd like to ask you about Rawat's whereabouts, if that's okay. We're told the two of you are pretty close.
It's stuck in my
Not
Minecraft
anymore,
face.
we're not. Turns out we don't see eye to eye.
I haven't played Minecraft in a while. I definitely should.
Oh yeah? What happened?
I might be playing Minecraft more due to the video game strike
The thing about
here
us
pretty soon,
researchers
so...
is most of us do what we do for some sort of
Hey,
higher purpose.
who knows?
But not Rawat. All he cared about was how to commercialize his findings. He won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first. Also, he has better control over who gets which intellectual property rights.
What?
How are you supposed to get any meaningful research done working with a guy like that?
What is this guy, a
Now that I've
lawyer?
got my own technical solution for my compressor, I don't need to work with him anymore.
So that's what Rawat is really like.
Interesting,
We'd
okay.
still like to know where to find him. Is that something you can help us with?
Yeah, we're looking for him.
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede. Alright, then I'm happy to help you if I can. I respect the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purpose of all the sciences.
Aww. I mean, that's true.
Wow,
It helps a
turns
lot
out
of people.
Sujuin's got some real clout.
I've only
Thing
been playing
is, I
hardcore.
have no real
Ooh.
way of knowing where he might be.
Hardcore
I
stresses
stopped
me out
working
too
with him
much.
2 months
I haven't
ago,
been able to...
and I've barely
I
seen him
can't play
since.
hardcore. My brain just, like, loses
But
it.
if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers.
I have yet to
few he
keep a
meets with
walk.
every
That's
other day or
okay.
so. Maybe they know where he's at.
Peddlers?
It always takes
Yeah,
a bit.
back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. Wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together, because it seemed like they went out of their way to avoid discussing anything in my presence.
It's a... I feel like losing a couple worlds is fine, because it always takes practice. You never know... When you just run headfirst into things, that's fine. You never know. You never know what you're doing until you make the mistakes. And then you know not to do those mistakes again, and you learn as you go. Philza didn't just overnight be good at his hardcore world. It took years. He's also very careful about things. I had a freaking castle though. Aww. Damn. Not the castle. That does suck though. I can't imagine losing a hardcore world after like getting so much progress done through it. I can imagine that it'd be hard to lose it.
The little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs. Like I said, he's all about the money.
Bam. It's all about the money, money, money.
Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
They can, yes.
Who knows? I never cared to find
Paige,
out.
I'm sorry about...
He's the Morag rubber, not me.
Paige,
Thank you.
what you doing?
You've given us plenty to work with.
Mm-hmm. I spent all my brain cells with the
Goodbye,
redstone
and may we both
just
reach
for a
new heights
creeper.
in our scientific
Aww.
endeavors.
Not the creeper. It's always the creepers, man. It's always the creepers. It's always the creepers. That sounds about right. Never know until the creepers come around. Birds! Look, it's Kaya and it's D-Luke. Who gave D-Luke the high ground? Who gave him the high ground? You're like a... I'm just imagining the scene in Star Wars where it's like, this fight scene in Star Wars. I can't remember what planet Anakin and Obi-Wan are on. But when, like, just imagining that high ground scene between D-Luke and Kaya now. Kaya is secretly Darth Vader. Lore drop. I made sure to get my revenge on the whole creeper population. Oh boy. The entire Creeper's family line is now no longer. I'm sorry, did you want me to cross my legs again, Paige? You want to come sit? Yes, I know, Pudge. Hi. Talk with person.
Excuse us, are you
Yes, hi,
Audrey?
Pudge. Come sit.
That's me. What is it?
Are you close friends with Rawat? We're trying to find out where he is.
Yes, I know, Pudge. Hi.
Close friends? You mean because I told him I had feelings for him once? I doubt I'm the first or last at the Institute to make that mistake. Why would you single me out as a
may
close
have
friend?
died.
I should have known.
Went into creative and it's not looking good. Oh no.
They're not interested in a serious relationship.
Okay.
Oh no.
We were just kind of wondering if you might know where we can find him.
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him, and he probably doesn't even remember me.
Oh, he remembers his
Getting
business.
annoying. Shall we go ask someone else?
Like, really not good. Oh god. Crimes against the creepers. Damn.
I think she knows Rawat better than she cares to admit. If we leave now, it might be a wasted opportunity.
Maybe, but we're not going to get much out of her while she's in this state, are we?
I was about to say, she's pretty upset.
She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. But I know a cure.
It's called revenge.
Curable? Oh, we're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by this point, he could be in grave danger.
Oh?
Danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again?
He's got gang affiliations. He's
The Marashosei Phantom said that he's been targeted by some pretty bad people. We need to make sure
he's got them drugs.
What? How has this happened? He seemed fine when I last saw him, and that was only a couple of days ago. Just happened to run into him, of course.
Oh, I see. Well, do you have any thoughts on where he might be right now?
Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his safety. If he's not at the Institute, he might be at his mother's place. I heard she raised him alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's housebound due to illness. He
Damn.
makes regular trips back home to check on her.
Okay, so he's probably at home.
Okay, do you know the address?
That did not sound like Paimon. I'm sorry, that did not sound like Paimon. What?
Oh, okay. Do you know the address?
That last part did not sound like Paimon. What? Paimon? Hello? Girl? Is my emergency rations going bad? The fuck happened?
Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. I was just trying to find out more about him, so I could get to know him better.
First they put Paimon in a jar, or Paimon in a fucking pipe, and now Paimon's voice is acting all weird. What the fuck is happening? And Diluc has the high ground? This is what is happening in my Genshin.
When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea, but did he really have to yell at me for it? It's like,
he
fine,
yelled?
I can take no for an answer, but what's with the temper tantrum? Unbelievable. These guys only want to show you their charming, well-groomed exterior. They can't stand it when a few home truths shine through.
Looks like her love syndrome is flaring up again.
We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the Marashosei officers when we regroup.
Cool, sounds like a plan.
Okay, I need... Okay. And we have one more person. Hello, person! Girl was like head over heels for him, and then he just had a temper tantrum. from the sounds of it. Damn.
Hey there, are you in Teep?
In Teeps?
What do you want?
Oh shit. Calm down, my guy.
We're here to ask about Rawat. Any idea where he might be? We were told you were pretty close with him.
Close? Not sure that's the word I'd use. He wouldn't even let me use his patent.
Huh?
Damn.
It's been a good few days since I last saw him. I don't know where he's at. Go ask someone else.
Damn, alright.
Would the patent in question happen to be related to the new skincare product he developed?
Shit.
Yeah, kinda. Butterfly do, or whatever he calls it. I heard he made a tidy sum off of that one.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Keep going.
Most of the other researchers here
Calm
focus
down,
on
Paimon.
mechanics, energy, stuff like that. I get why he wouldn't be interested in having anything to do with them. But I'm studying coatings. There's a huge overlap in our areas of research. Why would he refuse to work with me? I bought his product once and noticed it contains a unique substance that might have applications in coatings too.
Oh?
If it worked out, I could probably make as much as he's making. Don't get me wrong. I had no intention of plagiarizing his work. I was hoping to get official permission to use his findings in my own research. Followed the proper procedure. It was all above board. I would have had to pay him a license fee and everything. But despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Bro, what?
It's like he's vehemently opposed to the idea of anyone else making the kind of money he does.
Huh. So is Rawat antisocial, or is this guy just jealous?
I think he's hiding something. Maybe both of the above? Both of the above? What is that phrasing? Maybe all of the above? Well, he's definitely hiding something.
Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get any
Maybe
info about Rawat's whereabouts from him. Let's go.
Maybe what he's doing is that he's hiding it so then people can't research it and find out, like, oh no, this can, like, actually change your face. This actually changes your face, like what you look like. And he's constantly wearing it to make himself look handsome.
Wait, 1 second. Mr. Antib, next time you go shopping, you should buy some Buell fruits. Peel the skin, steep in water, then drink. It'll help calm your mood.
Huh? Yeah. Thanks.
Well, that's all 3 researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point.
Thank you. Squirrel! I don't know.
You know, Hyman started out thinking Rawat was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful personality. It's such a surprise to learn that his peers have a different impression of him.
So what's your view of him now, Paimon?
A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on his shoulder?
That sounds about right.
So your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all?
Well, his looks are kind of a big deal. At least in Paimon's opinion. How did such a handsome guy end up being so antisocial?
You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
Well, his looks are
I was
kind
about to
of
say,
a big
I've
deal.
skipped the thing.
At least
I
in
should go
Paimon's
back.
opinion. How did such a handsome guy end up being so antisocial? Even with his difficult family background, it just doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes sense. I mean, with your difficult family background, taking it from someone who also has a very complex family background, yeah. No, that's something you don't always want to, like, show off or be part of. I'm trying to think. And it's not thinking. My brain is not doing the thinking. I have a page, though.
Head nurse. Traveler. I assume you've spoken with the researchers. What did you find out?
That does not sound right. She does not sound right. Is that just me? I feel like I'm being paranoid. I feel like I'm being paranoid at this point because it's like, oh, they can take the face on everyone. And where did all these people come from? I thought it was just her. Why is there a Melusine? Is a Melusine confirmation that that these people are all together? But this feels wrong. This feels wrong. I don't trust her. You exchange the intelligence you've gathered.
Archer mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Do you know if he's registered any pharmaceutical brands?
Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case, I ran a background check on him. I don't remember.
Why do they
there
use the
being any
angry eyebrows
brands
so
under his
much?
name.
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with others, why wouldn't he have registered his own brands?
Yeah.
Maybe he and his business partners needed to avoid public scrutiny?
Probably.
Do you think he may have colluded with the gang? Well, the crime was manufacture and sale of drugs, and that would certainly be in his wheelhouse. We can't rule it out.
Isn't that pretty unlikely, though? He was the one who blew the whistle on them!
Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. Grown-ups and children aren't so different in that regard.
Yeah, that's true.
If you
That's
say so.
plausible.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him. You
Maybe.
mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him, asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches. By the time he discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him, so he was forced to keep working for them. I've seen it happen many times before.
That does make a lot of sense.
I
would
don't
definitely
trust this
explain why
woman.
he was so
I don't
unwilling to
think this
cooperate
is the
with his
same
fellow
woman.
researchers. No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with a gang of crooks breathing down his neck.
In that case, the situation could be worse than we thought. If Rawat was working with these
Why is there an
escaped
orange on
inmates,
top of the
they're
tree?
sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. Oh, there's a good chance they'll get to him before we do.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago. If no one's seen him since, maybe we're...
What you doing,
too late.
Pudge?
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
Why is Paimon in a thing again?
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too. Not a good sign.
Don't worry, everyone. I believe we still have a chance. Since he disappeared right after blowing the whistle, it's likely that he's gone into hiding.
Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come for him.
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we have at the moment is his mother's house, which you mentioned earlier. Seath, think you can find the place?
Yep. When you register a brand, the Court of Fontaine requires you to provide a legal address. The one Rawat wrote down was in the outskirts of the city. That should be the place.
Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's move.
Okay, I gotta do something real quick. I'm not really going anywhere, so I'm not gonna, like, mute or anything. I just have to adjust something. Page, apparently. What? Right, there you go, Pudge. There you go. There you go, Pudgy Mudge. Sorry, apparently Paige couldn't get to food. Which I thought she could. Paige, honey, move your foot. Thank you. Thank you pretty much. Sorry for the banging. Apparently Paige couldn't get to food, so. Making sure Pudgy is okay is a good thing. Yeah, she can get food now. Okay, we're good. Who's attacking me? I don't know who was attacking me, but somebody attacked me. Ah. I missed the bird. There's nothing in the mailbox. I missed the bird, though.
All right. This should be the house.
Missed the bird.
I'm pretty sure this was the address.
Okay. I'll knock.
We're gonna knock several times. No one answers.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. Oh, it seems serious. Oh, what's the fastest way to get this door open?
Knocking it down.
Break the door down?
No, I'll handle it. Let the expert deal with it. There'll
Come
be a
sit,
mountain
Pudge.
of paperwork if we damage a citizen's property.
Uh-oh. Time to kick the door down.
Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control your strength. And... it's open.
How? How'd you do that?
Seath, take a few people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around
How
the
you
house.
do that, girl?
The Traveler, head nurse, and I will go inside.
I do not trust this.
No, don't look this way. I'm supposed to be hiding.
Oh, right. Okay, so... I'm still in the ship. I'm still in the shit. The fact that the others aren't talking is a little concerning to me, but that might just be me. Hello, people back from the ads. You didn't miss anything. We just broke into somebody's house.
Oh, there. On the bed, there's an old lady. That's gotta be Rawat's mother, right? She doesn't look like she's in any state to be answering our questions, though.
We could try, but she is very ill. We mustn't force it.
I love that there's a blanket under her as well.
Well, doesn't look like Rawat's here. She's the only one we can talk to.
Yep. Allow me.
Will do. I feel like Sieging will do better.
Might I ask if you're Rawat's mother? We are trying to locate him.
This is the girl.
Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of Rawat?
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Is this your son? Do you know where he is?
This is the little girl, by the way, that Sieging took care of.
Looks
I'm calling
like
it
this
now.
isn't gonna work after all.
Well, looks like we're
Where are their
out of leads.
dishes? What is Rawat doing? Clean up the dishes.
If Rawat's not here, things are looking very bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible he could have avoided returning here because he knew he'd be in danger?
Probably.
Maybe.
That's a big maybe.
But if so, where do we look next? Maybe we should take another look at the Institute.
Yes, so.
I suggest we all return there now. We found a good amount of useful information the first time, but perhaps there's something we missed. This is our last hope.
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while? This patient requires some care.
Of course. Traveler, stay with the head nurse. You're technically here as her assistant after all.
You got it.
Also,
My
I'd
brain
like to
farted for a
watch the
second. I was
city
like,
numbers
reading?
stay
What's
low
reading?
And keep an eye on the area.
Why's that?
If Rawat knows how serious his mother's condition is, he will return.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout.
Thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler and Paimon.
No problem.
No problem.
Anything for the best Melusine
When you say her condition is
Fontaine.
serious, do you mean...
Yes.
Yes. She's barely clinging on to life.
Aww.
Oh.
Why do you sound like a dog?
Let me take care of a few things first. Could you pass me the towel over there?
Yeah, of course.
Gonna bring the fear down. I should play One Shot again. This song is reminding me of One Shot. I should play One Shot again.
I can tell that her family has tried a lot of different treatment methods,
Hmm.
including some very expensive medicines. Unfortunately, her condition is so multifaceted that a recovery looks all but impossible.
Oh no.
Citrine. My mom bets being a nurse must be pretty tough at times like this.
Why is Paimon so loud?
Yes,
Why is she in a tube again?
sad.
Take Paimon out of the tube!
A human's birth, aging, sickness, and death are as much a part of natural law as sunrise and sunset. But human medicine can defy that law to some extent. In that sense, it is a science of miracles. That is why I became fascinated with it in the first place. But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen.
Mm-hmm.
Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases.
Yep. Bye, Shu.
Oh, don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to cure all diseases, but to treat whatever ailments they can. At the very least, I can lower her fever. That way she'll suffer less.
Aww.
And she might even be able to see her son.
Yeah. All the more reason to find Rawat as soon as possible, even if we don't catch those crooks.
Oh, her fever is getting worse. Could I get some hot water?
Sure, we're on the case.
Mm. Sure. Can I get some hot water? Sure. Just cuts the bed in half. Damn, alright. I love that it, like, I can click off and then I click back onto it and it just immediately attacks. The storage trunk has been rifled through. The storage trunk has been rifled through, and some essentials are in it. Did Rawat come back previously? Probably. Found it. Fortunately, there's still some ready-made hot water here. Hmm? This cabinet seems to have a hidden compartment. This is the journal. The way into the underground lab is written down in the journal. Right. This seems to be a place where a family photo should have been. Why has the photo itself been removed? It's a map. That's my guess. Oh. Storage trunk has been rifled through. Alright, Siegewing. We found something that could be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Sure did. And look what else we found. Judging by this journal, it seems like Rawat has a private lab. There's a good
I have hiccups,
chance he
oh no.
could be there right now.
Uh-oh.
We gotta go tell Officer Morgan right away.
Oh, that's great news. But hold on just a moment.
Okie dokie.
The wet towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now? It's all right. We'll go bring him back. Please hang in there.
Thank you.
Aww. Aww. I can't jump on the bed. Aww. I'm sorry, Grandma. Oh, every time I go near it, it like, I'm not even in the flowers. Why does it count? That rustling is supposed to be played when you go into, like, plants. Why is it playing? I'm not even in the plants. What the fuck?
No, don't look this way.
Why are you
I'm
still
supposed
here?
to be hiding, remember? Captain's orders.
Why are you still here? I thought she said she would tell you not to stay here. I want the potato. Give me that wheat. Give me all the things. All the things shall be mine. Okay, guess we're going that way. Time to find out time to find this underground lab.
Make my escape.
Why is there so many people here? How did they find it? We didn't tell them anything. I just come in and slam. Just kill one of the officers by accident. Just like in that video game. I'm just like, whoops. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Officer.
We came as soon as we heard the news. I can't believe we were so careless. The most crucial information of all was hiding right there.
I'm sorry, heard the news? We didn't get the news to you. We didn't get the news to you. How did you know? We didn't run and do anything. We were going to tell you ourselves. How did you know?
Don't blame yourself. Right now, we need to focus on finding a way in.
Traveler's serious face
There's
is
a mechanical
right.
door over here. Hopefully the instructions in Rawan's
Mechanical
journal will
door.
help us open it.
Okie dokie. It's time. Time to do things. Time to put my technology skills to work.
It's open. Let's go in.
Do we get to play as Siege Wing? Siege Wing? Siege Wing? Do we get to play as my girl? Or well, I bet we get to play as my girl, but the best Melusine in existence, I bet that's what we get to play as. How long is it? Oh, we've been going for like over 2 hours now. Damn. Oh, look at her. Look at her go. Oh, I love her. It's time.
How did they get in here? Captain, up ahead. Those look like our fugitives.
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape.
Boba, get them! Gotta dash.
Push, push, push.
Calm down. Don't slip and fall. No.
Ow.
Let's see.
Why would you do that to a nurse?
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? Leave the nurse alone.
Another test subject.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Damn, damn, Siege Wing.
Come on out. Rise. Nice and spicy.
Damn, Siege Wing. Alright. I like Siege Wing. I like playing as Siege Wing. That's fun. Why are you Fortress of Maripede people?
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for.
Oh.
There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
Ah, so these guys were just the lookout crew.
The Mara Shosei Phantom! How did they find this place?
guard from the fortress.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Why would he send you?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work until you've recovered?
Well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
Nope, that's false.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no recent health issues.
What? But I...
Haha.
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all!
Take the doggos. Take the mechanical
Stay here,
doggos.
keep guard, and watch the exit.
He's gonna be replaced.
If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
Got it.
Got it. Bro's got a ponytail. What are the chances we're gonna have to fight that guy? I feel like the chances of fighting that guy is a little high. Give me all the things. Thank you very much. I love to play. I need to build my siege wing because I actually want to play her. Watch, I'm gonna get like a pyro, like, oh, I have a pyro chibi. Why? Oh, I have to go down. Okay. Okay, I can't destroy the things. So down we go! Oh, that way is blocked. Okay. I love the music. The music is so suspenseful. Oh! Oh, look at the little siege ring. I love the animations on her. Ah!
So many jars. Was this some sort of production facility?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Scent. It's probably the ingredients used to make butterfly dew.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I need some water. My throat is getting sore. And I'm not talking as much.
How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
Or something came in and destroyed it.
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location? Given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade, I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself an illegal drug.
Mm-hmm. That's why people like it.
Evidence for that claim?
She's just suggesting. We're gonna stop.
Just a guess. We need to find Rawat as soon as possible. He has all the answers we need.
Do you have any support for that claim? No, of course she does not.
Let's not linger here. Let's go.
The fuck do you mean, Morgan? I'm gonna call you Morgan. So you don't... I meant to walk. Oh, look at it go! Boing, boing. Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Hee hee hee. Oh! I love siege rings so much. Look at her go. Investigate. Give me that. Production log. Been receiving less and less of the source fluid. Is it because of the flood after all? At least we'll be able to make our scheduled release after this batch is ready. So yes, it is an illegal drug.
Don't slip and fall.
What did they call that drug again? The one where it's like the ancient water stuff? Also, does that mean I've been missing logs? It feels like I just started. How could I be missing logs already?
Don't slip and fall.
Try not to. Like, it feels a little weird, doesn't it? Am I the only one that thinks this? Am I the only one that reads too much into things like this? I feel like I am half the time. I feel like I'm reading way too much into this. I want the shiny. Give me all the shinies. I'm not gonna be here for a while. Give me all the shinies.
Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open. Let's find another way around.
It's so red. It's so ominous. Such a contrast to the pink and blue.
This one's closed too.
Puzzle time.
What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try.
Alright. Go, cart, go. Oh, there's a thing in here. Okay, it can't go that way though because it's blocked. Counterclockwise. And we're going to put it counterclockwise again. Get the cart moving. There we go. Oh, treasure, 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 treasure. Give me the treasure. I want a treasure. Treasure! You fuck. Push, push, push.
He might be a little bit.
There we go. There's that.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh. Let's dance.
There we go. There we go. And now give me that chest. Thank you very much. Also, I'm sorry if I go quiet randomly. My brain gets really focused, apparently. Like the most random things as well. I'm sorry. You know the things. Okay. We're gonna rotate this counterclockwise. Get you moving. Rotate that. And rotate this clockwise, I think? Yep. Okay. Get the cart moving. So we'll rotate this counterclockwise. And we'll get the cart moving. And we'll keep going! There we go. Ooh, there's a thing! There's a thing! Look at that thing. I get all the things. I get all the things. Mwahahaha. I also didn't mean to press that. Oh! Story time. Something ain't right around here. Something ain't right
This
here.
one's much smaller than the others.
Also, my stream has been unstable this entire
Judging by the
time.
implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab.
Head nurse, over here.
Didn't they say that he just studied potions? Or didn't they state that he studied potions earlier?
Let's see. Huh? Robot's clothes. Why would he change here?
Maybe because he would be down here for days,
Perhaps they
sometimes
stripped him down,
days
left
on
the
end.
clothes behind, and disposed of him somewhere else?
Maybe.
Yikes, Seedween, where did that come from?
What do you mean, where did that come from?
What
She
a
works with...
tragic way to go.
She works with criminals.
Especially with such a bright future ahead of him.
What do you mean? Like, of course. That makes sense.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan. Let's keep up the pace.
Of course you would suggest that. That makes sense as something to suggest. Because it is a possibility. Oh. She does work with criminals. I'm not surprised. Or at least I wouldn't be. Why does he have cabbages and iron laying around? Alright, give me that book. Experiment log. The supply of the source fluid has completely dried up. Though that means this final batch will be able to fetch a good price. Finding a new way to refine the liquid might be a better use of it. No, it's too late. Huh. What is it? What is the seawater stuff? I'm trying to remember what that was called. Fuck. What was the water that like could dissolve people called? Chest! Gimme. Thank you. Open door. Open sesame. Ooh. Is there any other little secrets or whatnots around here? Why close door? Door why close? Why close door? Why close door? Am I about to enter a boss fight? Is Risley about to come and save us? Because he's like, shit. This shit's getting dangerous. Are they about to strip him of his identity?
Shh, there's a whole bunch of people in there.
Why are you talking?
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before. The side effects are as you can see.
Why didn't you say anything before we all used it?
So his,
Look, my
its
plan
face
got called out
melted
of prison,
because of...
didn't it?
Interesting, okay.
You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshal Say Phantom found out about your other crimes.
I was right, he did.
Consider an ugly mug getting off lightly.
And I was right. He did have brown hair. Haha, I feel justified. I feel vindicated. Okay, so interesting. So that's the visible side effect. Or that's the, no, that's the unobvious side effect, I guess. Is your face melts.
Ugh. You're just lucky we didn't leave you in there after you disappeared on us with no warning. We only let it slide because we're former partners. And now you have the gall to pull a stunt like this?
Partners? Make no mistake,
Partners?
each of us is only looking out for himself. If you place too much trust in others, well, I'm afraid that's your problem. You hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion? You kept quiet about it until we planned the prison break?
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this?
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. Arguing won't change anything. What's the plan, Parton? I'm assuming you brought us here for a reason?
There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice, but it turns out there ain't a drop here. Besides, what does it matter now anyway? He already said, even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff, switching faces again solves nothing. They're still gonna melt off eventually.
I said enough arguing. Parton, tell us the plan.
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before the ulcers can start forming.
Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're asking us to use it like skin lotion after the flood all but wiped the supply out?
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking. What's the deal?
I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me one bottle of the undiluted fluid, and I'll get to work.
So it is the seawater.
What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves. Or do you really just have one spare bottle each?
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Meripede by the basket load?
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough! Get
Did he actually have like a bit of red underneath his bandage?
Freeze! Marashosei Phantom!
What? Who let them in?
Officer Morgan, before anything else, please find out Rawat's status.
Rawat?
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now.
Uh-oh.
If
They
you
don't
want
have
any
him.
chance of avoiding an extension to your sentences.
They don't have him. They don't got him.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells. You think we're looking to negotiate? Rawat is dead.
Putton?
Arrest them all! Don't let anyone get away!
Something's not right here.
Let's see. Life goes on. Boba, get them! Let the show begin. Let's blow bubbles!
Oh, it's stuck! You would dare hurt a nurse? During times of need of... During times of needs of nurses? Damn, bro.
Wheel of life. I'm the frying pan.
Damn, bro.
Another test subject.
Yes, gotta dash.
Why would you... Why would you hurt a nurse? Why would you hurt a nurse, my guys?
Wow.
Ah. Push, push, push. God. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Boba, get them! You're toast! Let's dance.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Winjitsu! Floaty floaty! Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Oh god, it's noon. My phone's going off. Oh no.
Gotta dash.
Oh no, my phone's going off.
Life goes
It's
on.
noon. Ah.
I'll protect us.
It's time for lunch. Oh. Oh shit. Why are there so many? Stop! I have to turn off my phone! Let me turn off my phone for fuck's sake!
Fortune preserver.
Ah! Stop!
Nice and spicy.
I need to build my Chi-Chi better. I need to build my Barbara. Build my Barbara.
Barbara, go!
Build my Barbara. Build Zhongling better.
Let's see. Don't slip and fall. Now I'm mad. Go.
Go, Seastring, go! Oh no!
Fries. Out of the frying pan. Let the show go. No. I swear,
That's what they all say, Seedring.
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan. Did we get everyone?
Time to hold them down and
We finished the head count.
force them to take their meds.
Over there! The door's closing!
How did he... But how? What? How did he... How?
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good. I gotta kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
How did he get up there? There must be a secret passage somewhere. Find it!
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
Oh boy.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the agreed time, they'll come to our rescue.
Well then, you'd better hope they get here in time.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipes. Be careful, it's poisonous.
Uh-oh.
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. We had to use special fire prevention methods to prevent contamination. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting. One little modification later, and it makes an efficient death trap.
Oh god.
Why would you do this? Your partners are here too.
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need, they're of no further use to me. Besides, I can't have them exposing my potential whereabouts.
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door!
Go ahead, struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, no one will ever find me again. So long!
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Potton? You haven't changed your dressing today.
You can't cure my face, just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me.
And it's
Don't
working.
You, worry
You
about
walked
me.
back.
I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
Oh, I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer
Primordial
dissolve in
sea.
primordial seawater.
What the? How did you?
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians. It might look like ordinary water, but it has some unique elements in it. Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids, physiologically speaking. A potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontanian in much the same way as hydroidolins change form. Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished.
This is true.
But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion, nor reap its benefits.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontanians dissolved with primordial seawater?
Yep.
Then their crimes are far worse than I thought.
How could you know all of this? No, wait. Of course! Well, well. So that's why you have a human appearance.
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of. The air's getting thicker. It's getting hard to breathe.
I was about to say, he wants that formula.
I might get to make a deal today after all. Alright, keep talking. How do you intend to give me the formula?
He's stalling.
It's not a formula, but a finished product. I have a bottle of it right here.
What?
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component in it. So I had my friends gather some other ingredients for me, and sure enough, a little experimenting later, I'd produced the potion. I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains the fruits of your joint research?
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah, we were a supplier for some of the raw ingredients.
Interesting.
But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient. The effect is minuscule compared to the undiluted fluid.
Well, way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skincare lotion a similar effect to the fluid it is derived from.
Interesting.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients,
How did she figure this out?
you can figure it out.
Did she stay up all night that one night?
You need to combine tinctured hydrophantasm tissue with transoceanic pearls at a ratio of around 3 to 7.
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls. I see. Can't believe I never thought of that.
So, can we make a deal?
Well, you just gave it to him.
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first,
Oh, look at the
then I'll
bottle!
hand you the potion.
I love the...
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. You really think you have any leverage here?
Do you think you have any leverage here? You don't. She drops it, or she smashes it.
Valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Okay.
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand. And when I faint from the poison, I'll drop it and it'll be destroyed.
No.
It's your problem, dude. Pick one.
It's open! Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let it close again!
That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise.
Seedwing, no!
Nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave, now.
I don't get Seedwing one last time when I'm in here? Aw, that's a load of horse shit. That's a load of horse shit. Let's complete this quest. It's almost been 3 hours, goddamn.
That was too close. That button is a real nasty piece of work.
Seriously.
Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, but Paimon, you should be fine, right?
Paimon's floating.
Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important
actually?
right now. Paimon's still shocked to learn that there's a whole criminal operation going on behind that skincare lotion.
Shame I ended up giving the improved version to Potten after finally making it for you. I'll make you some more, I promise.
No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? It ended up saving everyone's lives.
Yeah.
That's gotta count for something.
Seedwing was the one doing the saving.
Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Head nurse. I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone's here and doing fine. We're ready to escort the fugitives back to the fortress of Meripede. It's a shame
Ready
that
to
we
do
didn't find
some
Rawat.
face melting?
At this point, I'm afraid he's probably deceased.
He's back with his mother. I'm calling it
What a
now.
horrible bunch. Especially that Potten guy. If he hadn't made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him.
That's criminals for you.
I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies, and one of them neutralizes that poison gas. We'd have been fine, even if you hadn't opened the gate.
What? Then why did you give him the potion?
If this is true, I must concur. Sorry to be blunt, but I think you made a bad decision by handing him that bottle.
Of course you did.
If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him. No matter how cooperative his accomplices are when we question them.
No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so we could be sure where he'll go next.
What do you mean?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
Is that what? Is that him? Was that him? No. Was Patton Rawat the entire time? Is that what's going on? No fucking way. Really?
much. Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around, trying to find a way in. So I detained him.
Whoa. His face.
Are you... Potton? So this is where you were heading, huh?
What?
This is not Potton.
This is how Potton looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matches the mugshot on his arrest warrant.
I see. Wait, so what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? Why would he change back to his original face and run right into our trap?
Because this is his
Enough
mom.
of this nonsense. Let me in.
You better pipe down. There's an old lady in there who's very sick. No way are we letting a crook
This
like
is
you
Rawat.
inside.
This isn't Potton.
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat. That's my mother in there.
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all this. He was forced into it against his will. How can he and this monster be the same person?
Did we not?
Just against his will.
Did we not go through an entire thing where people could change faces?
That's the funniest thing I've heard all day.
He is in it. He didn't do it against his will. Interesting.
Heck, when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding of my own free will. And then when I actually became a criminal in my own right, you all suddenly thought I must be under duress. Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Save us the speech. Explain yourself.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just Potton, the whole world treated me with contempt.
Ew. What do you want? Get away from me.
Women despise me.
Bro gets no
Collaborate?
bitches.
You don't look like much of a researcher to me.
My peers scorned me.
Mr. Potton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities.
Interesting, okay.
Only villains would work with me.
You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. Now they've listed you as an accomplice and drawn up an arrest warrant.
So he had to change his face.
So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business, you ain't never
Synth,
see
that's
you
what it is.
again.
That was the drug. Okay. I knew it was the drug. It had to
There
be.
was no way out for me.
Aww.
Until I could stop being Potton.
Mr. Rawat, I have something I'd like to tell you.
I became popular with women.
This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me? I'd be happy to sign a licensing agreement.
But he didn't. He said no.
My peers looked up to me.
Okay, I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from countless investors. So far be it for me to ask for a full collaboration, per se. I merely wanted to
I think
express
Pong
my
wasn't even
interest.
that bad
No
looking,
pressure
honestly.
at all, naturally.
And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in.
That
But
looks
I did not
apparently
hold a
matter.
grudge. After all, this superficiality could be made to work in my favor. Or so I thought. But alas, the world seemed bent on finding a reason to make me despise it.
Aww.
Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Who are you?
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness.
Hmm.
In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then, when I became a rising star in the Fontaine Research Institute, I was unrecognizable to her.
Aww.
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my own wretched, ugly face. Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you understand? Let me inside already!
Have you ever considered if you'll even be able to look your mother in the eyes after what you've done? You found a way to completely change your identity. You could easily have escaped from them. But no, you chose to keep working with them.
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens of times that of the synth business, and it was all above board.
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what standard? Is doing evil deeds really what makes someone a villain in your eyes? Or does it all come down to the way they look? None of you saw a villain when I was wearing my other face, did you?
I did. I saw a villain. I got an uneasy feeling from the start. I remember the start of the stream. I remember saying something wasn't right. There's always something hiding behind a pretty face. And there tends to be.
You have no right to judge me! You're all just fake people living in a hypocritical world! I regret nothing!
I will say that,
my
though.
mother would understand!
You're a villain to the core! But especially that tongue!
Okay, I don't think he's a villain. Look at Siegewing. I think she would agree with me. I don't think he's a villain. Has he done some bad things? Yes. Is he necessarily evil? No. I don't think he is. I think he might be a little bit misunderstood. Oh god, that sounds so cheesy. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think he's evil. While yes, his actions may seem evil, and yes, it's not the greatest. The way that he does things is not overly great. I don't think he's evil. Because all he wants to do, all he wanted to do was finally be seen and finally not be looked at as some weakling just because of how he appeared. People tend to judge everything that you are and who you are just by how you appear. Which is the worst thing possible, because I have been judged so many times just for my appearance. And I despise it. I don't like it, because I know I have a lot of potential. I know that how I present myself isn't always the greatest, nor is it the best. And I understand where this guy is coming from. Does that make... And I don't think he's evil, because he does want to help. He does want to help his mother. He's spending all his money to help his mother, from the sounds of it. That's what he's doing.
Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
Boom.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least. How long have you known the truth?
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. But if you're asking when I started suspecting you, it was the first time you came to see me at the infirmary. I had to confirm my suspicions. That's why I chose to join this investigation.
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched criminal? What on earth gave you the idea that they could be one and the same person?
Well, there were no visual clues. This potion's face-changing effects are very powerful. Even as a Melazine, I couldn't see through the disguise. But I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my kind. Humans have certain fundamental qualities that do not change with their appearance.
Fundamental qualities, huh?
Their values, their beliefs.
So you think you're the one who's seen through me, do you? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess what your deal is. Melazine constitutions are very close to that of water, so it stands to reason that the potion should work on them too. You use it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
Siegewing?
Yes, you're right.
That was the witch.
I'll bet it was back in the days when Melazines were discriminated against, because of their appearance. It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race cast out by humanity, or become the head nurse of the fortress of Meripede, revered by all.
Revered?
Not a hard choice to make. It's a no-brainer. So you see, you and I were the same.
Not in the
I'm
slightest.
the one who saw through you.
Bitch, not in the slightest. Because the way that she used hers was actually to help people. They didn't like her appearance, so she changed her appearance to make herself more approachable. You changed yours for selfish reasons. So then you would become more popular. That's no way to change. That's no good reason to do it. Siege Wings makes more sense. Yours was just selfish.
That's not important right now. You came here to see your mother, didn't you?
See?
Well, I can grant you your wish.
Huh?
A head nurse.
And even after all the
I'm
shouting,
not
she's
sure
going.
That's a good idea.
Even after
In
all
his
this
current
yelling,
state.
she's still
Don't
gonna get
worry.
him to see his mom.
Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion for our lives, I was doing it to test him. He was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion. Also, he could see his mother again. If nothing else, his concern for his mother is genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time. The Traveler and I will accompany him.
Mm-hmm.
You have nothing to worry about.
All right. I understand.
Cutscene? Hmm.
Mom? It's me, Potton, your son. You recognize me now, don't you? Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we were here, and it appears that due to her prolonged fever, she's lost her eyesight.
Oh no.
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there are always other ways to remind our loved ones who we are. Wouldn't you say?
Hmm.
No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. It's me, your son, Potton. If you really can't see my face, then here, take my hand. Tell me you feel your son's hand. I've done so much to get to this point. Please, you have to recognize me.
Hmm.
No.
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all. It's you. Thank
I
you.
knew it. I knew it.
Of course.
Why was she so quiet in that one?
Mom, why will you answer her and not me? Why?
No more questions, Potton. She's gone.
Mom?
Oh.
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but you and I are not the same.
Potton is eventually taken away by the members of the Phantom. A day passes in a flash.
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare product, Romaritime Essence, will now begin.
Another skincare promotion. And it's selling as fast as last time. Wonder what people would think if they knew what was in the last batch.
Oh, they'd probably boycott it. They probably wouldn't buy it anymore. They'd lose their shit.
Hey, Seedwing! Oh, Traveler Paimon, hello! Oh, I hope you two got a good rest yesterday after all your hard work. Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article?
Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer Morgan wrap up yesterday's case.
Oh. I'm gonna wait till ads end, because ads just started, and I have a feeling that we're really close to the end, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till ads end. Is there anyone in chat? Probably not, but you know what? That's okay. Because even if you're watching this as VOD, thank you so much for watching this. It actually does mean a lot. It does really help. What Pudge? I'm hoping to do a couple things. I have a couple ideas for things I want to do in the future for stream stuff, so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to think, what am I going to do? What am I doing? What is going on? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I love Siegewing so much. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I feel like the only thing that I can really say at this point is that you should be that those who will recognize talent in you will eventually come around, but I don't know. I feel like that's not necessarily a great idea, or not necessarily that's not a great idea, but that it's like a little, that it's not totally true. Because sometimes people go unnoticed during their lifetime. And I feel like that's frustrating for a lot of people. So you gotta make your opportunities. You gotta put yourself out there. I have trouble with that all the time. But I'm still here. I'm still making streams. I need to work on Phil's compilation. But yeah. Anyways, ads are over. We're gonna continue.
Ah, that reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't it? Is it gonna cause huge problems?
Nope, there's nothing to worry about. Unless modified, Butterfly Dew is an excellent skincare product that's completely safe to use. Besides, officers have already retrieved all Butterfly Dew purchased on the market. Now it's just a matter of disposal. After consulting Monsieur Nervulette, I came up with a way to neutralize any harmful effects. So it'll evaporate naturally without polluting water or soil.
Oh, let's go!
Wow, it's Siegewing to the
hi,
rescue
Pudge.
again!
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse.
Hey,
All the
Pudgy
butterfly
Much.
dew we recovered has been disposed of, according to your instructions.
Great!
Come sit, Pudge.
Good job, everyone!
Yay!
Also, you mentioned you wanted a copy of Watt's interrogation records. Well, technically, Potten's records. Anyway, I have them with me. Here. After he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down.
Aww.
He put up no resistance during the interrogation, and answered all our questions.
Aww.
We learned a lot. Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance, while helping the criminal gang produce synth.
Huh.
Later, he came up with the idea to dilute it, and use the resulting substance as a skincare product. Their supplier was Vache. But you could also argue that they were the ones doing him a favor.
I was about to say Vache.
This
That
operation helped Vache's gang dispose of an enormous amount of evidence.
I was about to say Vache. That was the guy that was running the synth ring, or the main synth ring, was he not?
It made for a seamless collaboration. One man's trash was another man's treasure, and there were no loose ends. It's no wonder we never noticed what Potten's gang was up to.
Vache again, huh? Is there still no end to the harm he caused?
Probably not. I mean, it affected
No
all
mistake.
of Fontaine.
The crimes of Vache and his accomplices will come to an end. it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Since the flood cut off their supply of primordial seawater, they've been forced to resort to riskier methods, like using their private reserve to attack people on the street. Naturally, those attempts all ended in failure. After receiving numerous reports, we were able to zero in on the gang and eventually round them up.
Oh, let's go.
Sounds more like it.
Based on what he told us in his confession, we pretty much had him backed into a corner, even though he made a point of distancing himself from the gang while disguised as Rawat. He tried to throw us off his tail by reporting his accomplices, giving him enough time to transform back into Potton and see his mother one last time.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one thing he hadn't anticipated. Even though Potton had been missing for a long time, we were very much still on the lookout for him. So the moment he appeared in public after changing back to his original appearance, we caught him.
So he tried this once before, huh? Guess he really did want his mother to see him
Why are you back in the tube, Paimon? Get out of the tube!
Looking at
But
the
in the
interrogation
end...
records, it seems like he spent the first sum of money he earned as Rawat on his mother's treatment.
Aww.
Hello there.
Yes, which is why I suspect
Hello,
that his
Josie. I
initial
hope you're having a
motive for using the
wonderful
potion
time zone.
was not personal
Thank
greed,
you so much for
but a
following.
desire to become somebody who had the power to save her.
I did.
Even so,
Rare
he went too far.
In the
end,
alert, apparently. Hello.
He got what he deserved.
I understand.
I'm doing good. How are you doing? We're about to wrap up this this story quest.
Why did you want them anyway?
I have a feeling we're getting close anyways.
Cotton was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical file for him. My teacher always stressed that
Doing
a
pretty
person's
well.
life
That's good. I'm glad you're doing
are
well.
just as important to their file as their medical history.
Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of beyond redemption?
Why don't you,
now?
Paimon? Trust
That
me.
may be true, but
I
a
would if I
patient is a
could.
patient, regardless of the choices that bring them to my care.
But we have enough food that we don't need to
Listen,
eat the
head nurse.
emergency rations yet.
Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret.
The emergency rations
It would be for
will
the
be
best
saved for
if most
emergencies.
of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence. I know my fellow officers and I will be able to sleep easier if that's the
You're
case.
alive, girl.
Of course. Not to
She's still emergency rations.
Thank you for understanding. I'll take my leave then.
She's still emergency food. We've got plenty of food. Plenty of meat that we've gotten since the start of the game.
Why, you sound so surprised, Paimon. I told you all about it. It was quite a while ago now.
Oh.
You mean that story about the
She's
witch
talking too much. Agreed.
So it was really, actually, genuinely a true story?
You,
Yes, it
Paimon, yes.
actually genuinely was.
What point of that did you not understand? The process of making that potion.
I know. There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about.
She deserves to be eaten.
But considering everything we've
Paimon
been
has
through
been
together,
weird this
I know I
quest.
can trust you with them.
She keeps sounding like she's in a tube.
Before I tell you though, could you follow me somewhere? I want to pay my respects to an old friend.
Of course.
Of course.
Damn it, Paimon. Stop copying me. Respect the nurse. Respect the nurse. Okay, so why are we going all the way over here? Agreed. And I love Seedring so much. I can't wait to build her. I'm gonna build her and I love her so much. She's such a cool character. New Roulette? Rightly? The fuck are you two doing here? Ah, I didn't get to attack them. Damn it.
Oh, Nervalette and Risley, they're here too.
Worcestershire sauce. And Dragon Boy!
Good to see you, traveler. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you.
Kind of.
Big news, everyone. The Udex is out of his office on important business.
Ooh la la.
Is that genuinely something people would consider big news?
Yes, because you don't
Why wouldn't
leave.
they? Important business is a big deal.
You also don't leave.
Yes, you're quite right.
When someone you care about requires emotional support,
Aww.
being there for them at the right time and place is of the utmost importance.
Aww.
After reading the Maréchal Phantom's reports, I had a feeling a trip here might be in order.
I have a
Take
bug
note.
on my screen. What?
That, my friends, is how Monsieur Neuvillette shows that he cares. We're both
It's gone.
here for
I
the
don't know
same
where it went.
purpose,
Oh.
actually. To accompany Sigewinne as she pays her respects to her late teacher.
Aww.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only 'cause Sigewinne calls her that all the time, so...
Paimon. Paimon, my dear Paimon. My dear emergency food. You need to stop with all this bullshit. First, you destroy Navia. You like what the fuck? And now you do this? Paimon. What the fuck? What has Paimon been on? Why is she been so savage as of late? What is up? What have they done with Paimon? Why have they created a savage?
I doubt she considers that title to be offensive, Paimon. Don't worry.
Indeed. In fact, I believe Sigewinne would take it as a sign of affection.
Why did I think
She
the
has spoken of
Korok
this
theme
doctor
was
on
about to
many
play from
occasions,
Zelda?
And it sounds like she was a truly generous individual.
Aww.
In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines.
Mm-hmm.
She was the only teacher willing to take Sigewinne on as a student.
Aww.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be here for Sigewinne. Guess you guys really look out for your younger colleagues, huh?
Younger colleague?
I was going to say younger?
Well, that might be true for the Udex, but I'm not sure I can say the same.
I was going to say, I think Wriothesley's younger than Sigewinne.
Sigewinne served a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago. And after she did her time,
Wait, she
decided to stick around. She's been an integral part
I'm
of our
sorry,
administration
what? I'm sorry, what? Sigewinne, my dear Sigewinne is a criminal? Sigewinne is a criminal. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? I heard that right, correct? Sigewinne is a criminal? Sigewinne served a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago. The fuck? Sigewinne? Hello? My girl? My favorite nurse? The fuck?
Strictly speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress, myself included. Pretty sure that makes me the younger colleague.
Mm-hmm.
She served a sentence?
She committed a crime? I love that everyone is as surprised as I am.
Yes. Long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited any attempt to transform another species into a human.
Oh, okay. I see. Aww.
Initially, I and most researchers believed this law to have been imposed due to ethical concerns.
Which
But
makes
now,
sense.
It seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy, a way for Egeria to ensure that her people would remain insulated from the truth, thus enabling them to lead more straightforward, happier lives.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
That is true.
Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form, but the act was nonetheless in clear violation of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what happened back then?
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object
Shakes
to
his
her
head
close
no.
friends
Certainly.
learning about her history. In fact, I first learned of it myself because she confessed the truth to me of her own volition.
Damn. Cutscene time? Cutscene time. Cutscene time? Question mark? Cutscene time.
Even with their
Never mind.
daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always.
Oh, am I gonna cry?
And prejudice isn't a disease I can cure either.
She's wearing a mask.
Shame that I don't have the energy to get over there. You're laughable, you
Oh, she
old
also
witch.
did the...
You want to save
Also did the
everyone in
potion.
Fontaine, but you can't even save the patient before you.
Master, what are you...
I discovered a strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontanian suffers from. But without witnesses or proof, no one will believe me.
She also drank the potion.
I had no choice but to experiment on myself to find a cure, but I hit a wall. And as you can see, it took a wretched toll on me.
Oh.
Then I'll find a cure for you, and then you can go cure her.
There's no need. I am beyond saving now. There's nothing you can do.
But, Master...
Why is the witch so old? Aren't they supposed to have magic of some kind? I think the witch isn't actually a witch. I think that's the thing. I think she's actually a doctor or some sort of researcher that's looking into medicine to help Fontanians, and then she happened to stumble upon some stuff. She's not actually a witch. Siegewing just referenced her as a witch. As a witch. She's a scientist, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Just referencing as a witch just to make it seem a bit better. Or seem like she is magical. Because she did help Siegewing in her own right.
As I said before, a doctor's duty is to treat whatever ailments they can.
I'm guessing she's a doctor, she's not a witch.
I know, but they don't trust me at all.
That girl. She's your first ever patient, isn't she? Tell me, what cost are you willing to bear to see her cured?
I'll do whatever it takes.
I want to see the Milazine,
Even if it means breaking the
Siegewing.
law and being punished for it.
As long as I don't hurt anyone. Yes.
Oh.
Spoken like a true student of mine. Then I shall make one more final gamble. And see my experiment through to its end. Leave me for now, and come back in 2 hours. If
I guess the witch could also be referring to the old hag that Mona had, that Mona's master
and I
is.
shall be able to help you treat that girl. If not, then it means there is one more disease in this world that I cannot treat.
Oh.
In that case, do not come looking for me. I will leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon through my study of this strange disease.
I wonder if she was hot back then.
It has
I mean, we
use.
do have a...
It will at least help you
If you're
cure
wondering
this
about the
one
old hag, we do have a statue of her. If you're talking about the doctor...
When Siegewing returned,
I'm not
the
sure.
miracle had not
Probably.
occurred.
We have seen
She found a potion
Madame
bottle and a
Ping
note
young,
on the table.
so...
After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form, breaking Fontaine's law in the process.
Where?
And after I had confirmed the veracity
All
of the
right,
events,
after this, I'll go. It's in the summertime event.
That's what happened.
It's not an exact like picture of her, but it's the statue, in the summertime event. I think that's the old hag. So what? Her teacher sacrificed herself, and left that potion behind.
I fear Siegewing only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of Fontanians was uncovered.
Hmm.
When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, I felt a deep sense of regret. As I use the law to uphold justice, there are times when I cannot help but acknowledge its ruthlessness.
Ruthlessness?
After the final details of the events
Show
surrounding
me after this one?
Siegewing's
Yeah,
transformation
I
came
will.
to light, I checked
Because it's
several
actually a
sources
really
and,
pretty statue as well.
thankfully, the legal code does not require Siegewing to shoulder any additional punishment.
Wonder how she
Do you
feels
mind if I
about all
ask
this.
something? Why are you in the
Since
tube
she
again,
invited you
Paimon?
here,
Paimon,
I
get
imagine
out
she
of the
intends to
tube!
speak of these matters with you, no?
Get out of the jar! Get out of the jar, Paimon! Who put you in there? Get out! We're not having pickled Paimon today. Get out of the fucking jar! Do you mind if I ask you something? Yeah, go ahead. I don't generally mind if you ask if people ask me questions. Oh, it keeps happening. Paimon literally sounds like she's in a tube, and I don't know why. It keeps happening this entire. I was about to say episode. This is a TV series, but it's having this entire quest where Paimon will randomly sound like she is in a tube, and I don't know why. Like in a tube or a jar, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You're here.
Hi, Siegewing.
The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When she passed, her body was nowhere to be found. All that's left of her is an empty tomb. And even that's deep underwater now.
Siegewing, the witch who gave you the magic potion, she was your
How about
teacher,
artwork,
wasn't she?
Since it's more important, growth, reach engagement, and your channel is for first impression. 2. Talking about logo, banner, emotes, and other stuff. Because I don't have money to do all that, so I do it all myself. And I'm hoping to improve stuff eventually. I'm looking into making a couple better things, but at the moment this is what I got. So, yeah. And other stuff, I know first impressions aren't always, but I know that the first impression is like, oh, this is a lot, like it looks like a lot, which it is, but I am hoping to improve it eventually. I know that Rollo would definitely, the way that the emotes are right now are definitely meh, they could be better, but I'm working on stuff. That's why. I do all the stuff myself. I'm kind of just figuring it out as I go along.
Sounds like Monsieur Neuvillette filled you in.
After learning the truth, it must have been hard to process.
I'm sorry, I don't...
Well, to be honest, after I realized
Can show you some of my recent art?
that night, my first thought
Well, I appreciate the offer. I think I'm good. Also, I don't really,
it seemed exactly like the sort of thing she would do.
Also, I have a no self-promotion. Maybe help you with some ideas for your channel. I think I'm good for now. I have an idea of what I want to do with the channel. I just don't have time at the moment. Time or money, which seem to be a big thing. While it's great, I also don't have any self-promotion stuff on this channel. That's a big no. Because you're not here to promote yourself. You're here to enjoy channel. Because it's here to relax. I'm here to make it relaxing. Or I hope I give that vibe at least.
But
make it more relaxing vibe.
To sacrifice herself and never told you.
Do you have any mods? I do have mods.
That's just who she was. If
I don't.
Flying is what it took to get a kid to take their medicine.
I have quite a few. I have a couple
do.
mods. They're all very nice. They're great. Truly great doctor.
All right, but why did you turn yourself in?
I broke the law. Simple as that. My teacher made her choice, and I made mine.
That's fair.
True. It's just the way Potton framed it when he was asking you all those questions, it made Paimon really mad. You're not like him at all, and everything Neuvillette said confirms that.
I can't see them.
You were
Yeah,
still
some of them are not here.
Prison. It just
A large amount of them aren't here, which that's okay.
Unfair? I happen to think just the opposite.
I don't tend to get a lot of viewers, so I tend to be able to handle things all on my own.
I'm not sure I would have been able to stay strong when he was questioning me.
What makes you say that?
I knew you'd be curious. Let me tell you a story.
Another story? Story
The
time!
verdict came down. This Melazine
Oh god,
is guilty.
So loud.
Deudex defended the authority of Fontaine Law, but he did not confiscate the Melazine's medical kit.
Aww.
And so, the Fortress of
I
Meropide
love her little
gained a
cloak.
new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat. even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment.
Aww.
She treated more and more patients, and her sentence grew ever shorter.
Have a good one. Thank
Finally,
you too.
The people of the fortress could not
I hope you
live
have a
without
wonderful
her.
time zone,
And
wherever
though her
it may
sentence
be.
ended, she did not leave them either. Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw right through the Melazine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a question.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melazine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years, Sijuin. And you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all these years. I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how? I was no longer a Melazine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melazine? I remember the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sijuin. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melazines. And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melazine.
Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind.
After hearing everything Potten said, I wanted to tell him that it didn't matter who he looked like on the outside. But it was too late. The warmth in his palm had already disappeared. I tried to treat him, but the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face.
No need to feel bad for him. It does feel like wasted potential.
I understand. Thanks, you two. I appreciate you being here for me while I talk this through.
Can I hug her?
Oh, it's nothing. Our pleasure.
I want to hug her. Let me hug.
There's one more
Let me hug the
reason I invited you
Melazine.
here. It's about time I finally give you what I promised.
Oh?
In order to restore the appearances of the face-swapping victims, the Marashose Phantom gave me special permission to make a few bottles of that potion.
Oh?
And I made one extra just for you two.
We don't need it though. Shouldn't we destroy it?
Nah.
Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first. You two did so much for me. How could I break my promise?
Aww.
Well, fair enough, but anyway, Paimon's definitely not interested in this stuff anymore. Still, if this is the very last bottle in all of Teyvat, getting rid of it would feel like kind of a waste. Maybe we can give it a special meaning somehow. Oh, Paimon's got it! Melazine physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right?
Nope.
So that means the potion should have a permanent effect on you. In that case, what do you say, Sijuin? Ever thought about transforming back to the way you used to look? After all, from a Melazine point of view, Paimon bets Melazines look the cutest of all.
Paimon.
Paimon, after everything, do you really think it matters whether I'm Melazine or a human?
Because she is still Melazine.
Well, what was Paimon thinking? You made up your mind a long time ago. Yeah, let's just destroy this thing.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I want to keep it as a keepsake. Well, I guess I get to keep the bottle. If it allows me to keep the bottle. I hope it allows me to keep the bottle. The warmth of lies.
I'd like to stay here with my teacher for a little longer.
Okay. Is Risley and... Yeah, they're gone. Oh. I'm gonna cry! And of course ads just played and the story just ended. I'm going to cry. No. Wait, did I actually get something for it? Hold on. No, but I got little things. I guess we're not going to show Josie the thing. Not gonna go show Josie the old hag, I guess. But that's fine. No self-promotion in my chat. If you ever want to ask me about self-promotion things, do not... Not in this chat. And fishing spot. Gotta mark that on our map. La fish. La fishies. I think that's gonna be it for today. Well, I'll wait till stuff ends. Or I'll wait until ads end before. Yeah, okay. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for me today. Was a good stream. Was a very good stream. No, that's a too sad of a song. Yeah. I think with that, I'm gonna end it here. I'm hoping to stream Thursday again. I might end up changing my stuff again. Changing the stream schedule again just because of classes are coming. My next semester is coming up soon, and I will definitely need to be able to do that. But yeah. Let's see. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? You know what? Let us raid Doro44. He is currently fixing his girlfriend's account for stuff. His girlfriend's Genshin account. He's a great streamer, would highly recommend. And yeah, with that, I hope you'll have a wonderful time zone wherever it may be, and I will see you all in the next stream. Adios, amigos.